Mario.
You get delivery from the product base.
What up? What up? What up?
What's up?
We are back. The crossover is back. Brandon, go ahead.
No. We back. We back. Episode 7. We wanna thank everybody for tuning in. And thank everybody that tuned in. Episode 6. We got of course we got I'm rebranded. We got True the King, Sturdy, and Mario.
Yo. Salute everybody. How y'all doing?
I'm good. How y'all been? Big sports
Chilling, man.
week.
I can't complain, man. I can't complain. Memorial weekend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Off Monday, you know what I mean? Can't complain.
Not for sure,
I've
man.
been good. I've been good. Work just ended. It's summer break. Summer break coming up. So I'm excited. Yeah.
Sturdy, how about you? How you been, bro?
Man, I woke up with a kick in my neck, but I'm all good. I'm ready for this Memorial weekend. I'm ready for the playoffs. I'm ready for these topics we got today, man. I'm ready.
Nah, salute, man. I know, True the King, you look like you in a good mood today, good brother. Shout
Hey,
out
man.
to the cakewalks, man. Shout out to the cakewalks. But no, so let's Mario, what we doing? Let's get into it.
First, we're gonna start off with the WNBA. I got so much to say about this league. Oh my God, from Caitlin Clark to Cameron Brink to Angel Reese. It's so much. First things first, we're going to give our thoughts and reactions to the rookies because they've been out here balling. They've been out here really saving some of these teams. So we're obviously going to start with Caitlin Clark. What's y'all's reaction to Caitlin Clark and how she's been playing so far this season? True the King, we'll start with you.
I mean, we gotta be honest, she's struggling. Um, she's struggling. It's like she gotta adapt to of course, I guess the physicality of the WNBA. It ain't um it ain't easy what people said it was gonna be per se. But also, I mean, that being said too, uh she is struggling, but also feel though she is getting a little bit too fair on it's not fair at the same time, her being over criticized and things of that nature. Like she didn't make herself the savior of the WNBA. The people, the media, and the national media did. So that all of a sudden people want to like just quickly want to bash her per se. Yeah, we can just talk. I mean, listen, you got to talk about the play per se. I mean, listen, it ain't just her either though. The Fever, they 0-5.
No, they
They
won
ain't won a
last week.
game yet.
They won last
Oh,
week
they
against
won
Jemele
last
Hill.
Beg my part. Beg my part.
Last night they
They
played the Los
still
Angeles Sparks and they beat
my
them.
fault.
They do have
Yeah,
one game.
but yeah, my fault. Yeah, yeah, they did, but either way, that's not good. That's not a good start. So I mean, it's not just her. It's a team. I think it's a team. Got to figure out how they want to play. They gotta try to. I mean, I don't know. So It's
They
it's very it's very interesting right now.
they're gonna
Okay, so Caitlin Clark right now, Brandon, you can go ahead. I'm sorry.
no. I think that the Indiana Fever, they were not heralded to be a good team this year, anyways.
They weren't.
I think her and Aaliyah Boston, they're gonna figure it out. To me, and someone had already spoke up on it. She's faced two top defenses, and last episode we did talk about the high turnovers and things like that she's going through. She's coming into her own. It's still too early into the season, right? To whatever hat you're gonna put on her, you're gonna either put rookie of the year on her, you're gonna put bust on her. It's still too early. Her and her teammates, they're all gonna get on the same page at some point eventually. The coach is Mario. You don't think so? You what
No,
you
I'm sorry. I
what
was
you?
laughing at the comment. I was laughing at the
Oh,
comment. You keep
oh no
going,
no no
Brandon.
no. You good. Um, locker room crazy. Shout out to locker room. But no, man, yeah, I think it's still too early into the season to put any hat on her, whether you're talking rookie of the year or you talking a bust. She'll figure it out. Sturdy, what about you though? What you think, bro?
No, I think you hit it on the head. Despite her having a record-setting first game, these last few games in particular, like just she's going through a typical rookie roles. You know what I'm saying? Getting votes, getting used to the physicality of the league, getting used to the pace of the league. Most importantly, getting used to the idea of how can I implement my game, have the same level of impact in this league. So I'm not gonna be like one of those people who be like, is she really about it? Is she really great? Is she going to be great because of a few bad rookie games? No, it's a learning process. All right, every single great prospect that came to any league, it takes time for them to be great. Most importantly, it takes time for them to adapt to the next level. And Taylor Clark's ability, you notice game by game, she's getting better with her reads, she's getting better with her pick and roll. And frankly, she's showing another side of her that I didn't know she had personally until I started watching more. She got a little toughness in her game. You know what I mean? Like she didn't like when she knocked knees. I think it was in the second game with another player. She didn't just sit there and whine. She tried to get up. She tried to limp it off. She tried to walk it off. She figured the game, and so that showed another mental toughness. But most importantly, I think a thing that she displaying that's going to be another dual threat to her game is getting more reps in that pick and roll, as well as improving in the off ball movement. I think if she continue to work on those things, I think it's only going to add to her greatness. But all in all, to rebrand answer your question, it's typical rookie stuff. You know what I'm saying? Getting used to the next level. This ain't college. It's what a women play. You know what I'm saying? And it's that simple.
Nah. I agree. There. Oh, go ahead. You want to say something, True?
My fault. And shout out to MC Robson, but
Shout out to MC.
she couldn't adjust because she's been playing basketball for a year. I mean, and that's credit. That's which that is a good decent point when it comes to this general as going to the NBA playing college. But we're not doing that because we've seen players from college go straight to the WNBA and had a less difficult time adjusting. So I mean it's hard regardless of whoever coming you doing that transition, right? Because coming from college straight to the WNBA off that short, like it's not a lot of time. So granted, you have to adjust, but that let's not use that as a big excuse of like let's come on now. Like it's been plenty of female great at college athletes. Grant go to the WNBA and then lose a step. Candace Parker that just retired. She MVP rookie year if I'm not mistaken, right? 'Cause I know she shoot that wasn't shoot she came in gun blazing. So I mean, come on now. I mean that was never the talking point of well, hey, she don't got a lot of time to adjust, but now she's struggling. Now we're gonna use that. You know what I mean? So that's all I had to
Exactly.
say. My fault, y'all.
And True to King, no, but I'm glad that you brought that up because that was my whole thing as a person who's watched the WNBA before the emergence of Caitlin Clark entering the league. We were saying this. If you watch sports in general, you would know that it is not an easy. It's only been a select few of players in any league that has been able to translate exactly how well they played in college into the pro leagues. This is a whole new game. This is a whole new setting. So I don't know why. Like there were people. So when I asked, so the question is, when I ask people, has Caitlin Clark make expectations? It's not really to say that she's not playing up to par, because I do think that she is playing pretty well. But the expectations that her own fans set on her was her, but where they were expecting her to come in, completely turn this organization around. They're 1-5. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, the Indiana Fever had a better start last year than they have this year, with Caitlin Clark being the best player on the team. Well, not really the best player on the team, because I still don't think she is, because I still think it's Aaliyah. And we saw it kind of like that last night. When you give Aaliyah the ball and allow her to play her game, you win. And that's exactly what they did. They won. But my thing, people were like these, along with Caitlin Clark coming into the league, people expected her to come into the league and completely change this organization around. They were saying, oh, she's going to put up 30. No player in WNBA history has ever come into the league averaging 30 points. Never. So why did we expect Caitlin Clark to? I don't know. Like these expectations are just way, like they were way too hard. I mean, way too high. So no, did Caitlin Clark meet these expectations that people placed on her? No, she didn't. But
She
once
have
again,
though.
she's
She
playing.
she
Mari,
have though.
what was some of the expectations? Because I don't. What was people expecting of Caitlin Clark to be year one?
It was giving that she would the MVP. We were running, people were running polls. Who was gonna win the MVP for this upcoming season? Asia
That's
Wilson
Hey,
crazy.
up there, Alyssa
that is
Thomas up
true though.
there, Breonna Stewart up there, Caitlin Clark was up there, and Caitlin Clark was leading in votes. It was that, and like I said before, completely turning the Indiana Fever around. For the past 2 years, Indiana Fever have been one of the worst organizations in the league, even longer than that, because before just the draft class that Caitlin Clark was in, the draft class that Aaliyah Boston was in, she was no more draft pick. And where did she go? To the Indiana Fever. They increase a little bit. They get a little better. Yes. But it wasn't a drastic enough change for us to actually take this Indiana Fever team seriously. But like, I don't understand where
But Maria, let me ask you, because she has, and I have to rebut this, because you're saying that she didn't meet the expectations. She's cleared it, right? Like as far as what some people were. Hold on, watch your face, nigga. Because as far as what some people were saying, they're talking about all the attention that she was gonna bring. She has brought the attention. Maria, did you not see that LA Sparks game last night? That looked like an NBA crowd. That looked like an NBA crowd last night.
Yeah.
definitely bringing in the
Hey, you
viewership.
know where you call that? You know you call that y'all a reach.
That was a
For
reach.
those, nah, it wasn't.
Yeah, say
Crazy.
For those who
say
don't know,
that.
the attendance at Clayton Carr's game in comparison to last year has been up by at least 2,000%. At
Yeah.
least 2,000%.
But,
That's,
but my fault. The reason why I did that, not because that
no,
is
go ahead. Go
true.
ahead.
That is absolutely true. Which I don't think nobody really had an argument about what type of money she can bring. I don't think that's never been like an argument. Like, nah, she ain't gonna do that. Like, not like nobody. Everybody agree to that. Like, if you pro Caitlin Clark or anti Caitlin Clark or whatever side you on. But what shout out to Sean Webb in the chat. I see. But the thing was how well she was going to play.
Hmm.
It's not about how much money she was going because attention. Listen, we understood that. Look at the numbers look at the numbers she was doing in college at Iowa, bringing in. Nobody question that. People were questioning her play on the court. So don't do that, rebranding.
True. No,
So
no, no,
listen,
no, no.
man,
Hold on. No,
how
no, no, no. True.
do
True.
that
Because
now, man?
we can have. Hold on. We can have this dance, brother. What I'm saying is though, we're talking about Caitlin Clark in L.A. L.A. of all cities. That dang gone arena looked like an NBA arena last night. The energy was there. The crowd. There was. I couldn't
I'm
find a clear
not
seat.
denying that.
I
I'm
couldn't
not
find. So
denying that.
that's. Hold on. So
Nobody.
go ahead. Go ahead.
My fault. I'm not denying that, but I don't think that. I mean, that's a given. I think that was a given about what she brought to the table when it comes to the attention and things she brought. The main thing was the discourse and the conversation, the back and forth was how well she was going to play and how good she was able to be. You
Yeah,
get what
but
I'm
she
saying? It
still.
wasn't. I don't.
Go ahead, Mark. You go
I'm
ahead.
not.
It was
My fault. Yeah.
it's what you said. It was never the question of if she could bring the popularity of like her. It was never that. That was never the question because it was obvious from day one that Caitlin Clark was gonna bring in a certain group of people that would increase the viewership of the WNBA. She succeeded expectations. She met expectations in that regard. But somebody in the comments, Sean M. Webb said, attention doesn't equate productive winning, and those expectations that we put on her individually and for what she does on the court
Maria,
has fallen through the
Maria,
gaps.
let me ask you because I do respect your basketball knowledge, right? So let's talk to the people, Maria. What were the expectations even after Caitlin Clark was drafted? What were the expectations, the people that aren't casuals and actually knows the WNBA? What were the expectations of the Indiana Fever, Maria?
The obviously to increase and get better from last year. Kind of make the playoffs if possible. It'd probably be like a low seed. If I'm not mistaken, the top 8 teams in the WNBA make the playoffs. So they could probably get that 7 to 8 spot
Hmm.
range. They were I'm not sure exactly how many spots they were out of it last season, but like you have Aaliyah Boston, who she's now in her sophomore year. And
Hmm.
it's not like this Indiana Fever team doesn't have talent, because they have talent. It's just a bunch of young talent. On top of that, they have a coach who's only in there. She's only in her second year. So it should really just take it year by year and expect this team to get better year by year. But like making the playoffs, being a low seed is a good expectation. Caitlin Clark probably winning Rookie of the Year is an expectation. Aaliyah Boston getting better defensively and better offensively is an
And hold on, and
expectation.
let me ask you: in your opinion, has Aaliyah Boston gotten better
She's played like a
defensively?
shell of herself in the games that she's played. She had This is not the
Okay,
Aaliyah Boston that we know, that we've been
okay,
seeing. However, she did have a good game last night, but she
okay.
has been a shell of herself since this
How
season
much?
has
So let me ask you a follow up. How much of that is her trying to become acclimated with Caitlin Clark, or how much of that is just it isn't going well for her right now, early in the
I think
season?
it, I think it's bad coaching. I don't think the coaching has been really good. Um, the games that I've been watching, they've been
Hmm.
lacking the pick and roll
Hmm.
ordeal that we've been talking about for quite a while, because Caitlin Clark, who is a good playmaker, and Aaliyah Boston, who is a good big, we expected to see them two in the pick and roll action. We haven't been seeing that a lot lately. We've been expecting Caitlin Clark's playmaking to be on par, her to get the ball to Aaliyah. She's been lacking in that sense. So on top of that, like you stated before, they've been going up the best. They've been going up against the best defensive team. So, is it Aaliyah not playing well, or is it more so she's been playing really good competition? Like, I think I was probably a mixture of both, along with the
Okay,
coaching and everything like that.
okay. So,
Eh,
oh, go ahead, True.
My fault, my fault.
No,
Because the
you good,
comment.
bro.
Shout out to the engagement. Shout out to y'all. Shout, hey, the point be fair. We're not being hard. Listen, I didn't say. Listen, I think she can be. I think she will be a superstar one day, Kayla Clark. I'm not.
Hmm.
I'm not going to simple person. She has the. I don't have a. But let's not. But y'all moving the goalpost. Y'all legit. Y'all was saying that she was going to be hit up or guns and blazing, being one of the most elite females in the game, and she was going to take over. She going to be listening. I ain't going to say. I
It's
mean,
been
and I ain't
six
going to this.
games.
But that being said, listen,
What?
I didn't say she wasn't going to be good. But let's not. The conversation was we legit had like. Listen, I mean, I ain't gonna say the person's name, Mac Def, but shout. But
Sheesh.
that same person said that she was gonna be the best player she gonna be the GOAT. And when you have how that sound, see, like I sound corny because oh, you want me just to prop her up and not give criticism. I didn't say.
Exactly.
I said she was. I said she is good. She still could make one Rookie of the Year. I didn't sit there and say, oh, she, yeah, she can't make it out. No, That's not play. Y'all want to still move the goalpost now because she's not been playing at their best, or y'all didn't think so. See, y'all can't put expectations and then everyone sit there and move the goalpost when it doesn't fit the. You know what I
But
mean? Like
it's
that's all.
no. So let's get into this, right, because this is really a deeper conversation, y'all. So LeBron James came out in support of Caitlin Clark, right? He has a quote, shout out to his podcast with JJ Redick as well. But this is what he says. He says, I'm rooting for Caitlyn because I've been in that seat before. I'm getting the same thing from my son, getting a lot of animosity and hatred towards him. There's a very small number of men and women that actually get to live out their dream of playing the professional sport. And we have grown ass men and women out here doing whatever they can to make sure that doesn't happen. I'm glad that Caitlyn had a great head on her shoulders. So let's get into the hatred that's out there because even Charles Barkley spoke out in support of LeBron James and Caitlin Clark on what's going on. So how do y'all feel about this? And we can start with you, Maria, because you know your ears to the streets of the WNBA. Is there hate going on for Caitlin Clark right now?
No, there is not a lick of jealousy or hate that I sense from these WNBA players. I think majority of when people sit here and say that, I think they're talking about the journalists, the reporters, the analysts. Those are the ones who have been coming out and been saying basically all this stuff regarding Caitlin Clark. The WNBA players either have not said anything, or I feel like that they've shown support for Caitlin. So I don't sense jealousy.
So I've been seeing people post videos of her taking hard fouls, hard screens, and things like that. Do you believe she's being targeted at any portion in these games, or you just think people being soft?
I think people are being soft. Even if she was being targeted, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I mean, we see players in the NBA get targeted. It is what it is. She's not the only player in the WNBA to have gotten the same reaction, I guess. But I honestly think it's just them playing defense, them doing what they're supposed to do, them doing their job, like to stop her from creating and making shots. Like people are overreacting.
Okay. What about you? What about you, True?
Oh my! Whoa, hold up, y'all. My fault. It's ain't just right on time. Hey, shout out to C Dog again with the Cash App donation, $25 donation. Man, appreciate you, C Dog. 67, man,
Salute.
appreciate that. And hold on, let me see something. All right, hold on. We gonna drop master. Hey,
Hold on. As a
we
matter of
gonna.
fact,
25 $25, man. You know how much you know how many Boston baked beans I can get with that?
yeah,
That's
yeah,
A
I'm
lot
gonna
of
get me
crazy.
a
Boston baked
can of
beans,
tuna.
bro.
I'm gonna get me a
Hey,
can of
hold up.
tuna.
I'm out now. We're gonna drop the link, and it's only gonna be for the Pope. So if anybody was, we're gonna just kick you off. So this is only for the Pope.
But you can come back
Out to
later and talk. We can talk
oh,
NBA
my
talk.
fault. We come back. We come back.
Yeah, they
I
can
mean,
come back later and talk NBA talks with us.
we come. Yeah, we come back. But this is for the Pope because he said he's an expert on this Caitlin Clark topic. He
Okay.
said they're saying he's the expert. So if he is an expert on this topic, we would like to have him on. I don't think he is though. By the way, I'm just saying what the people are saying. But
Okay.
anyway,
The streets are talking. Okay.
you know what I
The
mean.
streets are
What up?
talking.
We got the Pope. We got the Pope in the building. How you doing, man? What's up with you?
Salute,
Man,
Pope.
salute to all of y'all, man. Salute to everybody. Blessed day. What's going on? I'm hearing, oh, Maria knows best.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, bless your heart. Yeah,
It's
look at
Mario.
me.
It's Mario,
Maria.
sir.
It's
Oh yeah,
Maria.
Mario.
Mari,
Get the name
Yeah,
right. Get the name right.
Maria,
Maria.
yeah, Mario.
Respect
Maria.
our
Got you.
respect our
Got
Thank
you.
host.
you,
Respect our
Marty.
host.
Oh, no disrespect. Just because man, come on, man. I said Maria. Okay, Maria.
Okay, go ahead.
So Maria, I'm sitting here listening to you and True, and y'all acting as if just because a person or a few people, you hear a couple people say some dumb stuff like, "Yeah, she gonna average 30 and win the MVP," don't make it to be true. Your smartness of your own smart should know. Okay, she might not average 30 and win the MVP, but will she be dominant? Is she transcendent? Is she like, will she be on that level? Of course. When her freshman year in Iowa, she wasn't averaging what she averaged her junior and senior year, but you could see the greatness in her freshman year, if you paid attention. And to sit here and say ain't no hate for the girl, when that's really all it is, every single day somebody got something to say. Somebody got something to say. You can't act like that's not hate. Because if you got something to say, just last night, hold on, let me learn you something. Just last night, Becky Hammond and Alicia, Asia, Isha, whatever,
Asia
Asia.
Wilson.
Yeah,
Asia
Asia
Wilson.
whatever.
God,
MVP.
Whatever her
best
name is.
player
MVP.
in
good
the
God,
league.
good
She not.
God.
Oh,
Best
do I
player.
gotta respect? She the host? Is she
MVP
the
of a
host?
dynasty, by
Because
the way. Go ahead.
I respect the host for sure.
But
But
Maria, have this dance though, please. Cook this bum.
so Asia and her coach is sitting up there. This is what's so unprofessional. Like you can even have these ill will feelings if you want about her. But when you get asked a question, you don't got to sit there and muck it up with jokes and sarcastic and condescending remarks, bro. Like if you don't like her, you don't like her. But you have the microphone in front of your face. You have millions of people that's probably going to tune in. So act like you got some sense, some class. Act like you got some smarts. But you want to go on. I don't care if it's Kermit the Frog that's bringing in a charter flight. This is the championship coach of the WNBA. That's a bad look. You won't catch nobody from the NBA, NFL. You won't catch all the players that speak on each other. They don't down each other, never. If somebody asks, if you, Katie, get asked about LeBron James, he not going to act like, oh, LeBron James didn't bring nothing to the game and we don't care what he, nobody does that but you women. It's ridiculous.
Okay. So, but the thing is, what exactly did you get from the Becky Hammond and Asia Wilson interview when they were talking about Caitlin Clark? What was the negative thing that they stained on Caitlin's name? What was
Okay. So this mind of mine can read between lines. I can see the BS. And if you, so, okay. So off the top, she started out soon as Becky Hammond went into we love Caitlin Clark, laughing as she's saying it. And what did her star player, what was she doing? What was her body language and what was she doing when she's saying we love Caitlin Clark? What was she doing?
She was listening. Asia Wilson.
Now you would being truthful. True. What was she doing? What was Asia Wilson doing when Becky Hammond said what she was saying?
Hold on. Have that dance with Maria. Don't pull for us. Don't ask for help. Have that dance. She
That's
wanted
for
to say
help,
so.
bro.
Then go ahead. Go ahead, Rudy
Oh,
Gobert.
okay, all
Let
right, bro.
Luca
This
cook.
wasn't. I didn't come up
Let
here to
Luca
gun
cook.
for Maria. I didn't come up here to
No,
gun
we
for
have a
her.
conversation. No,
Oh no, we having a
Yeah, I
conversation.
thought we was having a conversation. I didn't know
We
me
are.
and her was debating or
No,
doing
no, no.
like that.
Y'all
I
not
thought we was having
debating.
a
Y'all
conversation.
dancing. Go ahead, Maria.
So she was laughing. That's what she was doing, Maria. She was laughing, and her body language. It was so. What's the word I'm looking for? It was just
What's
it
wrong
was
with her
very
laughing?
dismissive. Go ahead.
What's wrong with her laughing? I mean, she's the best player in the league. She just won a defensive player of the year. She just got done winning a championship, and you're sitting here asking her questions about Caitlin Clark.
Okay, right. Yes, because right.
Relating to her and the team. Why are you
Well,
like what?
okay, of course they're going to ask her about Caitlin Clark, just like Becky Hammond stated. She's been around the league since 1999, and they've been flying commercials. So they have had no growth in damn near 30 years. And you got something to say? You laughing? You should be ass kissing, if anything. What are you talking about?
But that's where you lose me, and then that's where it gets disrespectful. Exactly right there, what you said. She should be butt kissing Caitlin Clark because of what? No, at the end of the day, I would be laughing too if somebody decided.
I said should be.
No, if you're bringing up a whole nother player, I'ma laugh. You're literally talking to Asia Wilson. It's crazy to me how you came up and just butchered her name. But Asia Wilson, who is the best player in the league, Asia Wilson, who plays for the Las Vegas Aces, who was the best team in the league, but they only lost 6 times last year, and they're still looking like the favorites to not only to freaking three-peat.
Three-peat that thing. Okay, but listen, Maria.
About the Aces and me.
Listen, I wouldn't not have messed her name up if she didn't mess her name up with the comments she said about it. Oh, Caitlin is only popular because she white and this, that, and the other, and black women not marketable. Those are not true statements. That's not true statements.
Asia never said that the direct cause of Caitlin Clark being big is simply because of her race, and that never came out of Asia's mouth.
What? Okay, but what I never said that. I said exactly what she said. She said her popularity it has something to do with black. Now I shouldn't have to go verbatim. We know what she said, and she said some things that made her be looked at in a different light. Because if I would have never heard from her, just check me out real quick. If I would have never heard from her and I just watched her play whenever she played against Caitlin Clark, and I just got to see her game, I might have been more attracted to checking her out more and more. because you got to have a good attitude with your good game. It goes hand in hand. If you got a bad attitude or you seem like a person that's, yeah, we don't really rock with that. You got to be You got to be charismatic. And for her, the black women not marketable, that's not a true statement. Well, you ever heard of Serena Williams and Venus Williams? You ever heard of them? How marketable were they?
They were very marketable.
What are you
Okay, so what she said, right? Plus a bunch of other black women. We can go down a long laundry list of it. But so what she said is not true. That's
what she
it.
said. I think what she said was there was some truth to what Asia said, and there also was some truth to what Jemele Hill said when she came out on LA Times and talked about heterosexuality and race being a cause and why Caitlyn is allowed certain brand deals. Caitlyn is put on a pedestal compared to the other greats, even before Caitlyn's time, because we know that the WNBA was started by black women, and black women are still carrying the weight of the WNBA. So, yeah, there was some truth to what Asia said. What are you talking about? I don't like there was.
It's really not it's not no true because there's been plenty of white girls. There's been plenty of white women who, from Katie Plum to Sue Bird to a bunch of white girls who was nice in the game, but they didn't get the coverage, the publicity. Same thing like the NBA. Everybody in the NBA who nice, they don't get publicity all the same.
The Pope, let me ask you a question, bro.
Yes, sir.
Get off the grill real quick. Come here. So let me ask you, how old is the WNBA?
The WNBA, do you not know? Or are you just trying to see if I know? Is it like what is this? A rhetorical question? What's going on? Are we playing games?
You gotta answer the question.
Down. Just answer the question. How old is the WNBA? Chat, can y'all tell us?
28 years.
27, 28 years, right?
Okay. All right.
So go back to the NBA when the NBA was 28 years old. Like the WNBA isn't going through anything that the NBA didn't go through, right? Like, yes, we do need to give credit to the greats that came before, but y'all got to realize that the game is moving in a positive place.
It is.
The game is moving in a positive place. The fact that we're sitting up here talking about the WNBA, something that a lot of us, and no disrespect to the women that bust ass in that league, but a lot of us would not have been talking about it. For the first time in my life, I tuned into a WNBA draft this year.
My brother, that's only because of Caitlin Clark, my brother. I'm sorry.
So you're gonna tell me why I watch?
Okay, so why you didn't watch all the other years?
Hold on, the Pope. Hold on. So let me ask you, what does Caitlin Clark do well? Give us a breakdown of Caitlin Clark's game since you know so much. They said you the pro, so we're gonna force you to be a pro today. Put him on the big screen.
You can't force me to be nothing.
Put him on the big
screen. You want to put let me put a shirt on so I can come on camera for y'all, and then we can do this. No problem. Let me get a shirt on real quick so we can do this properly. We're gonna do this properly since you want to put me on Front Street. I have no problem, sir.
Yeah, come on, Mr. Pro.
Hey, talking about putting me on the big screen. Okay, no problem. I'm glad you did. Give me the floor. Let me put a shirt on. Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't want to come on the screen with my shirt off. There's too many people. And shout out to Lamont FYF Sports Debate.
Make sure y'all get the lights up, yo. Get
the lights up. It's a real good debate. This is a good, healthy debate because nobody being disrespectful or crazy. We just chopping it up. And that's what's up. I like this type of grown people talk. Let me hold on. I'm almost ready.
Go ahead. Do your hair. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I gotta do my hair. I got long.
Do your hair.
I got
Yo, you're wrong for that.
I gotta do my hair. I got.
Do your hair, bro. Get your makeup. Let's go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let's go. Let's get this.
Elite trolling.
All right.
No. Oh, he got the camera.
Let's go. Let's keep it rolling. Hold on. All right. I didn't mean to slow y'all down. Let's keep it rolling because y'all been cooking.
You good? So break down Caitlin Clark's game. Why? Break down Caitlin Clark. What does she need to improve on? What is she already good at? Can you give us a breakdown, brother?
Okay, so let's start on what she needs to improve on. Okay, because most people who watch her, we know what she does best. But what she needs to improve on, her floater game. Her floater game, it's got to get better. When she get in that lane, sometimes she has it, but she just doesn't even attempt it. If she get that floater game down, that's gonna be a problem. What else? Her defense is looking very smooth these last couple games. She always played defense on Iowa. So let's get it. You want the good now, because that's the only thing I think she need to work on.
You
Staying
said
on
her.
that defensive tip, keeping her hands deflecting in them lanes, deflecting the balls, all
Mhm.
that good stuff. Smoke makes her is that she can handle the ball. She is 6 foot. So being 6 foot tall as a female point guard, that's pretty tall, right? Who is there a lot of 6 foot point guards in the WNBA? I'm asking a true question. Wouldn't that be like a 6'6" point guard type of in the NBA? Wouldn't that something like that?
Go ahead, get
Mm-hmm.
into it. Break down the game.
No, I'm
She a
just
big guard.
asking.
She a
No,
big
I
guard.
really
She a
want to
big
know this
guard.
so I
She a
can
big guard.
There's
continue.
a few. There's a few. But go ahead.
Okay, so being a 6 foot point guard, tall point guard with handle the way she has, can go right or left, right? The vision she has and the feel she has, the know-how to zip the ball when it needs to be zipped, know to put the right air on the ball when you need to put the right air so that it can come right in the defender's lap, fall right in his lap. That's a skill beyond skill. That's LaMelo Ball-esque. You feel me? Okay, she has that right, which is great. Then when she crosses half court, she's in range. She's in a range to where she's deadly. You have to really come out all the way on her when she passes half court.
How's her mid
That's
range look?
crazy.
How's her mid range look?
Mid-range games is all right. She don't take it enough. She can shoot them, but
She
she
ain't
don't
never
take them.
had a mid
That's
layups and
another one.
three.
Hold on, Mario.
Layups
Huh?
and
What you
three.
say? What you say, Mario?
Layups and three. She ain't got no midi at all.
So just
Layups
look.
and threes.
Hold on.
No,
The
No in
pope.
between. No in between game.
Your
She got.
pope.
She like an
Right.
in
Your pope.
between game.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
No, you just said she had a. You just said her mid range game was decent.
No, I did not. I said she don't take enough,
You
but she
said
can
is
shoot them. It ain't like she can't shoot mid range, my G. She can shoot from areas. She needs to learn to get when she get to that spot to just pull up when she has it, or when she get a little further in a lane to just float it up. She can do both. She doesn't for some reason not comfortable yet. And I believe that will come when she add that package to her game. But her threes and her layups are so efficient along with her free throws, right? Along with her free throw shooting. So she does get to the line at times because she go to the rack for that layup. And them 3 point is deadly. So right now, that's what she has
so
that's off the
outside
chain.
of her shooting, what's the next thing that you think that what's her next best quality?
No, her best quality to me is her vision, her pass, her pinpoint pretty passes. That is the best because you're talking about team game. Shooting, that's something if she was playing one-on-one. If she playing one-on-one and you got a person like that with that type of skill, cool. But you're talking about for a team sport, when you have a player on your team that sees the court and see things before everybody else and can throw people open. She throws people open. She don't throw to a person. She will throw to a spot and make you go get it. That's amazing. That's her number one highest skill. The
Okay.
entertaining part of it is that she can pull up from your grandmama in them front yard.
Grandmama now, for sure.
Yeah.
So look, let's do this. You did pretty decent. Chat, we need y'all participation real quick. If Maria Luka Doncic this Rudy Gobert today, please put some roses in the chat for Maria. And if Bro Cook, just go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. The Pope, man, we hold on. First off, the Pope, we appreciate you, bro. Like you
And
said,
we
bro, no
appreciate you
disrespect.
too.
We
Hey,
appreciate you coming up and
We
cooking with us.
appreciate you.
Shout out to
shout out to the Pope,
Chicago,
man. Shout out to the Pope.
Chicago White
Yeah,
Sox.
shout out
man.
to the Pope.
But listen, so I wanna Mario, you wanna get into the next
Yeah,
topic?
we're gonna drop. Hey, like I said before, we're gonna be doing this all the time. When we come to drop the link, we have a few people coming in the record time, so this won't be the last time we probably have Pope on here. So hey,
Hey, the Pope, do you got
appreciate
a
it.
channel or anything you want to shout out?
The
Is there a
chat,
channel
yeah,
you
he
want to
got a
shout out?
channel. He definitely got a channel. Hey, shout
Come on,
yourself
bro.
out, man.
Give a shout out, bro. What you doing?
Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate. Listen, I ain't come to promote my.
Nah,
I
bro.
came up
You
here
Hey,
gave us
to
the
listen.
time, bro. You gave
Hey,
us the spot. Now
but
you got a YouTube
appreciate it,
channel.
man. Yes, I got a YouTube channel. It's called the Pope Be Frank. All right, the Pope Be Frank, because I listen. I got to be frank about everything. So the Pope be frank about situations. So go check it
Okay.
out, man. I'm on my way to 3,000 subscribers.
Come
If
on.
y'all want to
Salute.
go over there, and if you like what
Salute.
you heard me say so far, then go ahead and support the channel. I
Hey, the
appreciate
Pope,
it.
we appreciate you tapping in with us. Stick around. We're gonna be dropping a link later as well. We appreciate you, bro. Make sure y'all subscribe to bro channel and make sure you come back up here and cook with us again, bro. Appreciate you.
Will do,
Yeah.
man. I'm
Salute.
about to be going
Hey,
live on Caitlin Clark and the Ace.
Oh,
Wow.
hey,
Okay,
salute.
you just cut
Catch
hey
him
you.
man,
off.
Catch you.
damn, just
I
what I'm
just want to say
That's
first,
what.
what up, Duke Baylox in the comments. I appreciate the roses. But moving on, obviously we gotta still kind of on. Y'all want to talk about Caitlin Clark, or do we want to praise some more rookies? Because we
listen.
can.
Really fast, y'all. I do want to do this because a lot of the times we do, I do feel like we get into Caitlin Clark too much, and the Angel Reese's or whatever. I think we should highlight Nisa Collier, who plays for the Minnesota Lynx. She's killing it right now. Make sure
Shit.
y'all, bro, listen, averaging 26 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, and three steals right now. She's killing it. Make sure y'all check her out.
That's a
You know,
big never mind.
Best player in Minnesota right now.
yeah. Shout out to her.
Alright,
She's
bro, you got it, dog.
but
Went
Also,
over here. That went over people's head. It went over your head.
yeah,
You got
yeah,
it though.
you did go with me. Yeah.
also, obviously, give shouts out to the other rookies in this
Say-
class. We got Cameron Brink, who is averaging 8.6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal a game. And I know there's really not a lot of stats that we can do for defense, but she's been a threat on the defensive end. For the Los Angeles Sparks. I think a lot of people have her right now as the leader for Rookie of the Year. But yeah, she's a dog. Y'all go watch her play. Just last night, she did take an L against the Indiana Fever, like we said before. But Cameron Brink is doing what we expected her to. Angel Reese is averaging almost a double double. It's nothing new for her. She averaged a double double in her college years as well. 12 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal also. And once again, she's been a threat on the defensive end of the ball. There are a few things that she needs to work on, but so far, her being able to average this amount of points. On top of that, her stellar game. She's been having stellar games against Brianna Stewart, who is one of the best bigs in the league. Jonquel Jones, who is still on that same team, but she's been doing very good against other elite talents in this league. Nika Mulh had her debut a couple games ago. I can't remember the exact date. She got her visas to play in the WNBA. She was on a student visa prior to her, which is why she got to play in college. But now she has her visa to play for the WNBA. Unfortunately, she didn't get a lot of minutes playing in her first game with the Seattle Storm, sadly. But I pray she gets more minutes, which she should, because she is good defensively. And I really wanted to see. I didn't watch that game, but I know that I didn't watch the game because of other things. But we were expecting to see a rematch between her and Caitlin Clark, because Nika in the March Madness tournament was kind of able to somewhat control Caitlin Clark's game, and we kind of were hoping to see that when they played each other, but we didn't. But yeah, those are just some rookies that's been tearing up the court. Rakia Jackson also, she had a stellar game last night. I can't say specifically how many points, but what she averages. But Rakia, shout out to Rakia. I think she should start. And thank you for MC Robinson in the comments. Thank you for mentioning Camila Cardosha. She's coming. She's about to have her debut because she's been hurt next week against the Fever. So that will be exciting.
hey, so
Hey,
Shout
hey,
out
y'all,
to Brazil.
everybody in the comment section or anybody watching the video, don't forget to like, subscribe to the video. And if y'all leave y'all answers, who do y'all think gonna be the rookie of the year for the WNBA of 2023-2024? Let us know.
nah, for sure,
They
for
are,
sure.
man.
So let's get into a different point of this conversation, because there are a lot of comments that are being made right now about Caitlin Clark. I want to get into the comments made by the Jemele Hill, where basically she's quoted saying, "We would all be very naive if we didn't say race and her sexuality played a role in her popularity. While so many people are happy for Caitlin's success, including the players, this has had such an enormous impact on the game. There's a part of it that is a little problematic because what it says about the worth and marketability of the players who are already there. So basically, she's insinuating that her sexuality and her race is the reason that she's getting a lot of the credit, the endorsements, and things like that. True. I want to start off with you, bro. Do you feel like there's some validity to what she's saying, or do you think that there's some hating going on?
Um, yeah, some of that is. I mean, some of that is true. I mean, it's a society we live in, like white privilege and things of that nature. That's a real thing. Um, it is what it is, right? Can't control it. It is what it is. But at the same time, though, I mean, at the end of the day, you got to put the work in to even get to this certain point anyway. And Caitlin Clark, I mean, we can't deny the work that she did put in, though. Like, especially for Iowa. Like, you can say as you want about it's a lot. I know a lot of people after they got white privilege and don't know how to use it, or just don't have the skill set or the talent to back it up. And like I said, we just mentioned earlier that she's been playing well as a recent, you know what I mean, and things of that nature, and adapting and things of that. And um, listen, um, so I think two things could be true. Is I think, I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't think it's, I mean, her game. I mean, she broke, was she one of the greatest female college basketball players of all time. So adding, I mean, it just add on to the society we live in. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, of white privilege is what it is. So you can't control it, but she did put the work in to even get to this amount of attention in the first place. Like I know a lot of people with white privilege don't sell college football arenas. Like we've seen great college basketball athletes don't even do what Kelly Clark was doing. So you can see Zach Edey was doing what Caitlin Clark was doing. Come to the, you know what I mean, the attention and things of that nature. So I mean, and help. So I mean, hey, two things could be true.
Mhm.
Sturdy, you there?
Yeah, I'm good.
What do you think about Jemele Hill comments? Do you believe there is some validity to what she's saying, or do you think that we're seeing jealousy for Caitlin Clark from a group of women? Go ahead.
Yeah, it's a combination of both. Like it's both a combination of jealousy and what Jamel Hill saying was somewhat factual. Duh, of course she's gonna. Of course, like her being white, her being heterosexual, those things help her with our relatability. But at the end of the day, it's your game that brings you your fame, dog. It's that simple. And I get it because some of the detractors from yesteryears of why people didn't watch the WNBA. Part of it was some of the some of the its reputation in terms of some of the sexuality amongst women, but that's why it's more so. I think, in my opinion, Jamel Hill, she was more so giving it an indictment on the way our society perceive sports entertainment, as well as the mark taking a shot at the WNBA for their marketing. At the end of the day, the WNBA is supposed to utilize these natural characteristics of Caitlin Clark to continue to make her relatable, to simply get more eyes upon her game. At the end of the day, casuals get attracted to the WNBA based off the performances of these athletes in their game, and not just because they're white or they're black or because there's even women. It's because they're great at what they do. So in my opinion, the WNBA should continue to market that idea, utilize the momentum that Caitlin Clark has brought the extra attention to the WNBA to not only highlight her game, also the other game of the elite talent in the WNBA as well, the Aja Wilsons and the Breonna Stewarts and whatnot. Utilize her to bring more attention to them and their game. But I want to end it with this. I'm passing on, right? Do y'all think? Do y'all think the jealousy factor from Caitlin Clark comes from the fact that, let's be honest, she has potential to be one of the faces of this generation of the WNBA?
She has a possibility. I wouldn't be surprised. She has a possibility for sure.
Um, I guess
No,
on
no, no, because the reason I said that, because like at the end of the day, bro, like people don't watch sports for anything besides that sport. I like Those 2,000 people, those thousands of people that bought way more tickets they did this year than did last year are bringing because they want to see how well do Caitlin Clark's game translate to the WNBA. How does her game translate to the higher competition? And most importantly, is that style of play going to continue in this league? That's why people are buying these tickets. That's why people want to see where the sport is going. And so at the end of the day, I think Jemele Hill, she was just some of the things she was stating the obvious. Other things I think she was alluding to more so how society perceives certain athletes. And there's nothing wrong with that. The NBA did it with Bird and Magic. You think the NBA didn't weaponize Bird being white, Magic being black? Of course they did. But they kept it about their game. You should continue to watch the NBA because Bird and Magic are nice. It's that simple.
Zeno, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
What do you think about this
Um,
Jemele Hill quote? Do you think there's validity, or you think people are tripping, people are jealous?
I think pretty much like I'm kind of on the sturdy thing. I think it's kind of I don't know if he's for or against, but you guys kind of said most of the things that I have to say. It's the greatness of how she's playing right now, the ability to project that she could possibly be the best female player that we've seen. How her game is working right now. I know we have some kinks and bumps around along the road. We know she's slash and splash, so she's hitting threes and she's getting to the rim. That's pretty much it. We'll talk about Angel Reese or to Kane Clark. Yeah, sorry, I might have said, yeah. Is it Kane Clark or Angel Reese we're talking about?
No, it's Caitlin Clark.
Okay, cool. So I'm not hearing wrong. We understand that her skill set offensively, scoring wise specifically, is catered to between those two specific points. She has ability. There's really clear abilities to actually just work on them. And when she is able to get to her peak, most likely she's going to become so great that it might overshadow some of the greats back in times periods before her. And I feel like that might be a little bit of jealousy talking to them, but it could also just be like what A Sturdy was saying. So I think it's kind of half and half. I don't have any strong feelings when it comes to this, to be honest with you.
Okay. I feel
Man. Let me say this, dog. There is jealousy from other WNBA players because I'm not going to pretend like certain they didn't say it explicitly, but they said a lot of it was a lot of similar things they said similar to what LeBron was coming to the league. Is she really going to translate? I don't know how good she really going to be. There were multiple WNBA players saying those things, and some of those things are fair questions. But if you're a WNBA athlete, right, a contemporary, a peer of Caitlin Clark, you should be more tactical of Caitlin Clark's marketing. Don't go against it. Use it. If they think Caitlin Clark is going to be the next one, you should, as a competitor, use that attention and utilize your talent. Dominate her.
Yeah, can we
show your greatness?
Cause let me say this too about the judge thing too. Like, and this is human nature. Like, you can't. With that being said too, I'm not going to sit for like now. That being said too, when people say the jealous thing, that is, I'm not going to argue that it's true to a degree of jealousy. With that being said too, was y'all some people y'all would be too if some people this human nature where you have some females doing the best they can be trying to get recognized and noticed and there are great players like an A'ja Wilson will per se. You can't get mad at somebody like that is feels some type of way.
Yeah, no, but this
I'm
so
just
this
yeah,
is the
you know what
thing
I
before
mean. So
hold on. This is the thing before I let Mario go, right? Because Mario, you I'm sure you wanna cook on this. I'm gonna say this. It's jealousy. I don't care what nobody say, bro. At the end of the day, instead of and Sturdy, you alluded to it. Instead of people just sitting here and understanding that, hey, listen, the attention that she gets is the attention that we get, right? Like at the end of the day, that's all it is. It's a bunch of people who are running around with these talking points, who are spewing a lot of this BS. And then listen, I'm not gonna say that there's not a little bit of validity to what they're saying, but to act like that the reason that she's getting all of this is because of not her God given talent. that is messed up, and it's messed up for Jemele Hill to come out here and allude to her sexuality when we all know that in this time and day that she may get more coverage if she was a part of a certain community.
No, no, she
It
wouldn't.
would no listen. She would definitely get a lot more coverage if she was a part of a certain community.
Let me tell you. Let
You
me tell you. My
theoretically,
fault, Brandon.
theoretically,
No,
you
let
would
me tell
think
you
so.
this,
Hey Mari, hey
Brandon.
Mari,
Hold up. Let
My
me.
fault.
No, I
I
thought
do gotta say this. My fault, Mark. I have to do mention that too. And we ain't got really going deeper in that per se, the LGBTQ whatever community, and that's what that she was alluding to, whatever the hell. But my mom used to watch basketball. My mom used to watch the WNBA a lot. And one of the reasons why she stopped watching because of the turnoffs of how they would promote the game when it comes to the sexualities and things of that nature. Female, listen, the number one people that buy, you know what I mean, watch sports or big component is females.
Women.
So
Thank
if
you, Drew.
if you want to, so that being said, I mean, you're not just yeah, we understand basketball is quote unquote is I mean, we could say a men's game per se, right? As a lot of people would associate, but females buy the product, and they the ones that you know what I mean, buying things and things of that nature support. You know what I mean, and whatever case may allow them to do. So it's like that being said, when you get, hey, it's not a reason, it's not a coincidence that when you see the transition of the WNBA right into something else, and then you stop seeing people start watching and being turned off.
yeah,
You
but
know what I
Drew,
mean?
like it's bro,
And
it's
let me
jealousy,
say this
dog.
too. I'm
You
not this
can't,
another
bro.
okay, but okay, but that being said too, if you in that predicament where you were Agent Wilson or wherever case may be, the point is, do you probably feel some type of way too? And I understand that yes, everybody eating, everybody getting a check for of a benefit of these Kayla Clark, whatever case may be, cool. But I will feel disrespected too if I'm been working my behind off just as much as her, and in fact, because of let's keep it real too. It's also the bad WNBA marketing. WNBA marketing has been trash. So how that being said too, if I'm working my tail off to
He just ripped off
become
the
something and
bandage.
get the attention I deserve, whatever case may be, you will feel some type of way too if you see
Yeah, but
a person
I
like
listen.
Kevin Clark. That's just a reality
Hey,
situation.
hold on,
I
Mario.
mean, you could
Let me just say this real quick before I pass it to Mario. I get it if I'm the MVP of a reigning dang near dynasty with the Las Vegas Aces, and you asking me about Caitlin Clark. Don't ask me about her, bro. Ask me about how we
exactly.
getting better. Like, don't ask me about her.
exactly.
Go ahead, Mario. Go ahead.
That's what I said earlier. I would have laughed too if you seen her. Like I was just in. I finished top 3 in MVP conversation. I won Defensive Player of the Year. Won Finals MVP and the championship. You know, I would laugh too. I don't think that it's jealousy that these players uh have. I think that it's more so just disrespect, and I don't think that I don't exactly understand where people are getting that they're taking it out on Caitlyn. I don't think that they're taking it out on Caitlyn because once again, no WNBA player has come out and downright just disrespected Caitlin Clark. They've given a fair assessment of how she would translate. Diana Taurasi, even if we go back to the specific interview in which people use, she was talking about almost every player in that draft class. It wasn't just specifically on Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark, newsflash, Caitlin Clark is not the only player to come out of that draft class. She's not, okay? But people just cause she is who she is, so they just completely ignore everybody else. But Diana Taurasi gave a fair assessment about everybody's game and how they would translate. This is a whole new league, like she said, and some of them aren't translating as well as we thought, and some of them are. As for Jemele Hill's comments, I love Jemele Hill, and one thing I love about her is that she's not afraid to speak her mind at all. Touchy subjects, controversial topics, that's her. She's gonna give it to you. I 100% do think what she said holds validity. A part of the reason why Caitlin Clark is so big is because she is white. We have white people seeing her calling this girl the white savior, the white hope. Y'all, they put this stuff on her. Her being white
Like hope is
100% has helped her with her being as big as she is. Um, as for her sexuality, I do think her sexuality also plays a part in it. 100% her sexuality plays a part in it. But I like, once again, I don't think it's jealousy. I just think that it's disrespect, and some of these players are tired of the disrespect. So yes, they'll laugh in the
Mario.
interview.
So
But you're not
Mario,
talking.
Mario, let's have a
I,
real
I gotta,
conversation.
I gotta,
Hold on,
I
hold on,
really
hold on,
gotta
hold on,
get
hold
some pushback. I do your thing.
on, hold
I
on,
really
hold on,
gotta.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Mario, let's have an honest conversation. Can we have this dance, please, Mario? Let's have
Mhm.
this dance. So you know we were on Spaces this week, and you know we were just kind of gauging a conversation around this topic and what people were thinking. And there was something that I did, right? I exposed a lot of the BS when it comes to a
Right.
lot of these talking points. So if we're gonna say that the players aren't jealous, cool, I'm cool with that. But if we're talking about the people that are tweeting and the Jemele Hills and stuff, there is jealousy because the people that are tweeting can't give us black women that should be getting credit. You saw it, Mario, when I was in there and I'm showing them, you know, Raven Johnson. They couldn't even recognize her. They didn't know. They didn't know who she was. Asia Wilson. They didn't know.
Damn.
Rebranded. No, but the thing is, I think majority, we're sitting here talking about, because to me, I feel like the watchers of the WNBA could definitely give you a list of names, a list of players even from the past. The people who cannot do that is this new fan base
Are the
that
louder
came in with
ones.
Clark. But the Clark fans are the loudest ones.
No, it's not even just the Clark fan. No, listen, there isn't just the Clark fan. Maria. No, Maria. So there's this, because I get it, right? There's this sisterhood. So there is a group of women that do feel slighted. Like, yo, listen, we do have black women that are in the league and are killing it and are crushing it. And they should be given credit. My only thing is, if you're gonna come up, if you're gonna do a tweet, if you're gonna come up on a panel where we're discussing it, and you're telling us that it is racially charged, but then you can't give credit to a black woman who is killing the game, that's where I'm like, okay, I'm calling bullshit now. That's where I'm calling it, because it's like, if you say that these women should be getting credit, then give credit. Be able to tell us about someone that is killing it. Don't just say, oh, it's because of race, but then when we get into it, you can't tell us about a black woman that is killing the game right now.
Okay. I agree with
I'm
you.
be honest. I'll be honest with you. The race and sexual component is so minimal. It's so minimal because of simply this. Sports is another entertainment for people to escape society. That's why in any league, when you start implementing different marketing schemes like politics and sexuality, the viewership always go down, because people not trying to hear that. People not try not to get sexuality and race talks put in their face when they trying to just watch some sports. Caitlin Clark is this popular because of her game. The other women in the WNBA aren't as popular as part to it's a multitude of things. I put down these three things. One, their style of play isn't attractive enough to the casual base, to the casual sports fans to make them watch. Because let's be honest, majority of consumer bases are casuals. Number two, the WNBA aren't implementing rules and different changes to their league to make the game more fluid and appealing to casuals. And number three, the WNBA women athletes aren't doing enough um to promote their game, to promote the WNBA game itself. Let's be honest. Like they're trying to, instead of instead of earning instead of approaching from the way of like, oh, we're gonna earn our marketing, we're gonna earn our advertisements, we're gonna earn their attention. They're spinning in a way of like, okay, this person's getting attention, why aren't we? This person's getting attention, why aren't we? This person did this, I did this, why I getting attention? It's this simple. In sports, entertainment, people gravitate to the thing that's most interesting. So what are you going to do to make yourself more interesting? Are you going to start a rivalry? Are you going to be more transparent with your lifestyle, so that way people be more relatable to you? Are you going to adapt your game to be more appealing to the casual fan base? These are the major components and variables that make Caitlin Clark that impactful. It ain't race. It's barely race. It's barely sexuality. Of course, there's some nuances to it. Of course, there's people that relates to that, but that's not the main premise of why she's impacting the game. And let's, to be honest with you, when conversations like this transition into those things, it only regresses the WNBA because of the things I mentioned before. No one wants to hear all that political and sexual race talk when they want to enjoy basketball.
Yeah, but Sturdy, True already spoke about it even back then with Magic and Larry Bird. They played into that element. That's what, and let's be honest, that's what
It
made
wasn't. It wasn't a crutch.
that's
That's the
that's
point. It wasn't a crutch.
that's what made hold on. That's what made the Angel Reese and the Caitlin Clark thing a thing,
That was
right?
for
Like let's stop acting like that wasn't a
black
thing. That
people
wasn't
had
a sense of
angels.
marketing. Go ahead,
All
Mario.
right, watch this.
I was just gonna
No,
say
watch this.
black
Watch
people
this.
had and white people had. I'm sorry.
Watch this. The reason why I don't believe that rebranding because and True noticed more than anything. The Bird and Magic rivalry started in college. It
Right,
was
but
so impactful.
hold
Hold
on,
on, hold on. I'm about to finish. I'm about to finish.
didn't Caitlin
I'm
and
about
Angel
to finish.
Reese?
No. I'm not denying that. The reason, but what I was literally about to get into it. The reason why it exploded is because the two most predominant franchises, for lack of better terms, essentially called dibs. You know what I'm talking about. Before Larry Bird was even eligible for a draft, the Celtics like, no, we got him. We call dibs. We already know about the years of finessing the Lakers did to obtain Magic Johnson. That's why they saved the league. It wasn't, yes, of course, the racial dynamic played some part of it, but it was their game. It was their flashiness. It was their impact on the game itself, or the reason why the league went from not being tape delays anymore. The reason why the league got more shoe deals, more advertising overall, because at the end of the day, when you watch those two guys play, you like, yo, those some cool, yo, those some cold ass niggas right there.
Yeah, but I mean, and listen, like I said before, I'm
The
not.
more, the
See,
more your business
even
as a marketing scheme, it's your job to highlight that first. Of course, you dangle certain things and certain carrots to get people to the game, but you make the main thing the main thing. And I'm gonna end
Mario,
it
right.
right there.
I mean that
Mario, hold on.
you mute. Yeah, mute
Mario,
too.
your audio.
No, I was like whispering because I was like, "True, you can go." I'm sorry.
Oh no, you
Oh,
good. Go
Mo.
ahead.
Like and the thing, but that's being said too. Like you said, the jealousy thing and all. Like, did you know it's only the three white WNBA players got shoes right now. Only AJ gonna have a shoe coming soon with like next year, and Angel Reese gonna have a shoe like next year, whatever. But that's what it's not. It's not even just a claim. I think, of course, it's a claim card. I mean, they feel some type of way, but it's other things too. Like that being said, like when you got all these. If I'm Agent Wilson, I would definitely would feel some type of way. I'm winning championships. I'm leading a dynasty, a potential dynasty in the Aces. You know what I mean? Like they probably gonna win the championship again this year, and
Yeah.
she's leading that. And yeah, that's my shout out to my Aces. You know what I mean? That's my WNBA team. Shout out to my Aces.
Oh,
But anyway, but listen,
that's your team.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
sick.
yeah, that is, but that's my team. You know what I mean? So hey,
Yo,
so
True, you are a
um,
sick man.
it,
You are a sick man, dog.
You are.
I don't
That's
care. I
crazy.
don't care though. Listen, man. So Big don't sell shoes. Tell that to Shaquille O'Neal. But anyway, like, come on, Mad Max. You gotta do better, man. Giannis is a big man. I mean, he sells shoes. Like, what are you
No,
talking about? Like,
but
y'all,
but no, it's
like,
so let because to me bro, across the NBA to the WNBA, people hating, dog. Like niggas hating. Like let's be honest, right?
no,
Like
I'm not. But all I'm saying is rebranding. If you win that
Let Brandon
situation, you
clarify.
can't
Let
get
Brandon
you.
clarify.
It's harder not to be quote unquote
Yo,
viewed maybe as a hater or being jealous. That's all I'm saying. Like, you can't get like. I'm just. I mean, come on now.
no,
Like,
no, no, no. But true,
let's say it.
it's all about
Like,
perspective, right? Hold on, we can look at it like, oh, she's getting the attention that we worked hard for, or you could look at it like, yo, she's bringing attention that we haven't seen before. Lexi Brown was popping a lot of shit last night. That Sparks game looked like a damn NBA playoff
yeah, I think.
game. So
Yeah.
take the good that come with it, right? We get it. The media's gonna spin it.
Absolutely. I think he
The
is
media.
taking it good.
Hold on, hold on, hold
Listen,
on, hold
they
on, hold on, hold on. True, but listen, because I'll give him a thing right with this. I did notice that the Indiana Fever, anytime they lost, they put other players on the banner. You know how they do the
that
score
was
after the
crazy.
game, and then the first time they do win, Caitlin Clark is on it. So I will say that, but even across the NBA, we looking at these players that aren't black that are dominating, and niggas hating. Like a lot of the smoke that Luca, a lot of the smoke that Jokic gets, a lot of the smoke that Caitlin Clark is getting, the Sabrina, a lot of smoke that these people are getting is because they white and they busting ass right now, and people don't
Man,
know
we
how to
ain't
take
doing
that.
that, bro. We
People don't
ain't
know how to
doing
take
See,
that,
that right
see,
bro.
now.
Brandon.
Nobody hating.
No,
Oh,
See,
so
we
y'all don't got
nobody
that
hating
real.
on nobody. No,
So
nobody.
y'all don't got
Nobody hating
that a
on
real
Dante
conversation.
DiVincenzo. Nobody hating
So
on
y'all
No.
don't want to
Dante
have a real
DiVincenzo and
conversation.
Grayson Allen, bro. We're not doing that,
It's not
Whoa,
a.
bro. Like,
whoa,
we
It's
whoa,
not
ain't
a.
whoa.
doing
We're
that.
not, we're not doing that.
Come
That's
on,
not true.
bro.
That's not true.
So,
That's not true.
But
so hold
That's
on,
not
we're
hold
true.
not
on.
But
gonna
like,
Can
hold
do
on,
can
that
I
because we know
Brandon,
why we're
Brandon.
not gonna wait. We're not
stop this
going.
shit,
We
bro?
all know why they ain't gonna be saying shit like Dante DiVincenzo and all that because we all know they aren't up to the levels of these other players we're gassing up. If you bring up a
Mm-hmm.
white superstar who's
That's the
near those
point,
type of
though.
levels, no, because rebranders
Because
point and your point
if
is
you're
two
making it
different
just
things.
race, if you're
He's
making it
not
just
just
about
saying
race,
it's
because
race.
so
He's
how is
saying
it
that
about?
they
So
have the
how is
Hold
it?
on,
talent.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on. Let
Let
him
him.
He's
talk.
Let him. Let
saying
him
he's
finish,
saying
man.
they have the requisite talent to actually be at that stage. So we're saying someone who's like top 10. Let's say in the NBA right now, someone who's in the top 10. They're bringing up the white players and only clowning them. That's what
This
he's
is
saying. He's not
this is
saying someone
nasty,
like
bro.
This is not
Dante
nasty. This
DiVincenzo because he's not
It
at that
is
level.
nasty,
So
but
people are just
but
going to praise him because
the
we
hold on.
understand they're not really
Let
at
him finish.
these levels.
Let him land. True.
look,
Let him land. True.
No, because True about to
my
get himself
my
cooked.
my fault. But there's one thing we're not going to do is try to like hate for guys that benefit over white privilege, bro. Like we're not like
How hold
you
on, hold on,
can't
hold
be a
on, True.
five
Hold
time
on,
you
True.
can't be a 5 time
Let's have this
NBA
dance,
first
True.
team and be you can't be a 5 time NBA first team already and be a first ballot Hall of Famer if you retire today and you're talking about somebody hating on you. You can't be a Nikola Jokic and be regarded
So
as
they
one
don't
of
get
the
hate.
greatest offensive. Everybody gets
Let
hate
me
to a
have this
certain
dance.
degree,
Please, y'all. Let me have this dance with
but
True.
some one thing,
Let me have
but
this dance with True.
something
Keep
we're
it
not
real.
going to do,
Go ahead, True.
something we're not going to do. Everybody, if you get a lot of love, you get a lot of hate. Listen, everybody gets some type of hate to a degree, but at the end of the day, there's something we're not going to do is make it seem like they don't benefit from white privilege. So let's not do that, bro. Like you can't like let's not do that,
Hold on,
bro.
hold on, hold on,
That
True.
that that's
How,
that's
hold on,
that's
True.
corny.
How is
That's
it
corny in
white
my
privilege that
opinion.
I'm busting your ass? That ain't white privilege.
You don't make
That's
five
me
NBA.
busting your
You don't
ass.
make and a lot of black
That's
people
me
give him
busting
credit.
your ass.
A lot of black people give Luca
Hold
and
on, hold
Jokic
on, hold on, hold
credit.
on.
So what are we
Listen,
talking about?
Luka
What are we
Doncic
talking
is
about?
out there busting ass right now. Jokic was
And
busting ass.
he
You're
gets
not gonna
and he
tell.
gets a lot of love.
Hold on, True.
And he gets
You're
a
not
lot
gonna
of
tell
love.
me that's privilege because a white boy out there busting y'all ass and y'all
But you're
getting
not gonna
love.
say, but you know, don't do that.
Stop
You're
this
not gonna
shit,
sit there and
man.
say, but you're not gonna sit there. You move the goalpost. You're not gonna sit there and make a statement saying my mother people are hating on him when they get more love than hate. We're not doing that, bro.
How, hold on, hold on,
That's
hold on,
we're
hold on, hold
not
on.
doing that.
So hold on,
We're
hold on, hold
not
on. So
doing
true,
that,
so
man.
true.
We're
So
not
we
doing
see, hold
that,
on.
man.
We haven't been seeing Kendrick Perkins. And listen, and I love our people like anybody else love our
Every-
people. But we're gonna sit here and be honest and not act like Shaq. The moment that Jokic won the MVP, Shaq big hating ass sat up there. Oh, I think that Shea should have won it. Shut your hating ass
Shaq's
up,
a
nigga.
hater. Shaq
Shut your
hate on
Hold
hating
on.
his
ass
Hold
own
on.
up.
Hold
people.
on.
Shaq is
Rebrandon.
no
Rebrandon. Hold on.
hater.
Nah,
Hold
man.
on. Rebrandon.
That's
I
not
gotta
a
ask
good
a fair question.
example.
Rebrandon. Hold on. Rebrandon. I gotta ask a fair question. If Shaq would have said Luca should have won the MVP, would you have the same
You wouldn't
sentiment?
say
I
nothing
still no
about
no
it.
no. Listen, I still
I need
would
to
say
know.
that's a hold on. I still no because you think you got a aha moment and you don't. I still would have said that's some hating ass shit because you sitting there while Jokic
I
is
don't
getting
know,
an
man.
award. How dare you bring up somebody else that clearly didn't win the shit? But we're not gonna
No.
act like we're
And
having.
Man,
time out,
No,
Rebrandon.
you're trying to make a
We're
thing
not
a
gonna do
thing
that.
that's
We're not
not a
gonna do that.
thing though.
Hold on. Shaq acknowledged and
he's annoying.
congratulated Joker first, and then he gave his opinion. There's
Right,
a
but hold
difference.
on. But fuck your opinion when I'm getting an award. I don't care about your opinion, nigga. At the
No,
end of the day, I'm
it's a
winning an award because I bust ass. Shaq, hold on. First off, and I'll give you this. That was a bad example because Shaq hate on everybody. So we can even move away from
Exactly.
Shaq
You
because
yeah.
you
That's
already
what
cooked
Shaq,
yourself. You
hold
already
on,
I
cooked
was
yourself.
about to say
You
that
Shaq,
already
too.
cooked
Shaq be
yourself.
hating.
You already cooked
Shaq,
yourself even
hold on,
bringing
Shaq be hating when we're not
Shaq
gonna
up.
act like the Gilbert Arenas comments and shit like that, where they're
He
trying to
be
speak down on
trolling.
these players and saying that
And he
they're
be
undeserving
trolling.
or they're getting. Listen, it's not white privilege that when we get on the court, I twist your motherfucking ankles and bust your ass. That's not white privilege. I'm more privileged because I'm more skilled than your dumb ass. y'all talking about,
That's
man?
what. So we're not. You move the goalpost too. We ain't
No, we're
talking about.
not
You
moving
said
it.
you
Y'all
talking about
always
people
say
hate.
somebody moving the
You said
goalposts.
people. You said people hate it, and you talking about people play on the court. Nobody denying they play on the court. You said the
Y'all,
people.
no,
Why people
true.
hate?
So
No
how?
people.
Hold on. So
People that
true.
because just
So
because I
true.
criticize
So
Jokic
hold
is
on,
Luka
true.
doesn't mean
So
it's
true.
hating.
Tell us. Hold on. Tell us how they get white privilege. Tell us, true.
We're
What's the
not.
white
We're not.
privilege?
We can move on.
No,
We
no.
know.
You
We
made a
can move
statement.
on.
You no
We
no
can
no.
move on,
You
bro.
made a statement.
We
You
can move
ruthless and
on.
pro
So,
Celtics. Tell us
everybody,
how that.
everybody gets white.
Tell
So we
us.
live in a society.
Tell us,
We
true.
live in a society. We live in a society where white athletes benefit over white privilege
True.
all the
Tell us
time.
then, true. Tell us the white privilege that they get, true. Or you just talking out your ass.
What?
Tell us the white privilege that Luka, that Jokic, that any white player
That's
dominates in the game.
hilarious.
Tell us the privilege that they get.
The privilege, the privilege of Jokic. They already saying Jokic is a top. You already having people saying Jokic is this and that. First of all, let's not. So let's do this.
True. Tell us the
I'm
no, no,
glad we
you
talk.
nah, nah,
Let's
nah,
do
nah.
this.
You
Let's do
following
this.
through,
Let's
nigga.
do this.
Tell us
Let's
the
do
white
this. You know
privilege,
what?
true.
You know what's funny?
Straight
I just
say,
this is
nah,
kind of.
nah, nah.
I
You're
just
following through.
hey, you know
Tell us,
what's
true.
crazy? You know
Tell
what's
us, nigga.
crazy? You and me were supposed to have a debate. This is funny thing about it with these people
True.
we already mentioned.
True. Tell us the
We
privilege,
was
true.
hold up, time out. Why'd you thought Joker was more dominant than Shaq?
True. Tell us,
If
true.
all that stuff. Hold on, answer that question. Cause we hold on. Why you thought Jokic? You said to me, and we were supposed to have the debate, whatever. Why Jokic was more dominant than
True.
Shaq? The
Tell
white
us it
privilege
wasn't
had
his
nothing
skin
to do
tone,
with that.
true. It was hold on,
So
true.
white
It
privilege had
wasn't his
nothing to
skin
do with
tone,
that.
true. True. It wasn't his skin tone. Tell us the white
Yeah,
privilege,
you
true.
talking about
Stop
dominant.
moving,
If
true.
you
True.
that is
Stop moving,
that's not
true.
moving. If
What?
how
True.
hold
Stop
up. So
moving, true. You moving the
hold up.
goalposts. I'm asking you what the privilege
First
is.
of
You
all,
asking about a debate.
first
Tell
of
us what the
all, first
privilege
of
is,
all,
true.
that's one. That's one.
What's
Two,
hold on? What's one? What's one? You didn't tell
two.
us.
That's one. Two is the
True. What's
fact
the
that
privilege, true?
Jokic got three
True. Tell us
MVPs.
the
And
privilege,
granted,
true.
I about to ask you. I'm getting fouled right now. What do you? Okay, I just told you.
Oh, now you getting
That's
fouled.
one. You said Jokic. And you still believe it to this day because you didn't deny it. You said Jokic was more dominant than Shaq. That's part of it. One.
Yes,
That's
I did
part
say
of it.
that.
When that was
I did
crazy.
say that.
That's
But hold
crazy.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on. First
Two,
off, hold on. First
two,
off, let's talk
two,
about dominance. Let's
two,
talk about dominance because you want to
two,
talk about, hold on, true. You want to
two.
talk about physically imposing and dominate. I'm talking about who can dominate the game more. A nigga that can
That's a
facilitate, a
lie
nigga that can
too.
score at all levels. Hold on. A
But
nigga that can score at
but
all
that
levels is always going to be more dominant than a
that's
one-dimensional
not
ass nigga.
true. That's
Fuck
not
is you
true.
talking
That's
about?
not true. That's not true.
What are you
That's not
talking about,
true. And
bro?
that's my point because the mainstream media that be promoting this white privilege of certain people is
What
the
is the
reason why
white
we brand be thinking
privilege?
like
You
this.
can't tell
Well,
us.
that's two. That's two.
Tell us.
Jokic winning three MVPs and they moved the goalpost. And granted, let me make this clear. He deserves his MVP. He played at an MVP level. But how he won his MVPs, they moved the goalpost for him when he wins. That just is what it is. The goalpost moves with Jokic. When he won them MVPs or whatever the case may be. That's a fact.
Just hold on, hold on. So
That's
that's
a
white
fact.
privilege. So hold on.
That is
If
part
you
of white
hold
privilege,
on, you
yes.
just hold on.
It is part of
You
white
just hold
privilege,
on.
yes.
True, true. You just said he deserved it, but now you saying it's white privilege.
You can two things can be true. We already said, hold on.
Talking about,
You
bro.
had no problem. You had no problem me saying that Kayla Clark was like that and she benefited white privilege. But now fast forward, now you got a problem when it's two. What
No,
are we
I said, hold
doing?
on, hold on, hold on, hold
What are
on.
we
True.
doing?
Hold on, true, because I
What are we
even said it
doing?
then. Hold on, I've been consistent that niggas are hating. I've been consistent with that. So you're gonna sit here and tell me, oh, you won the MVP in a black dominated league because of white privilege. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Because hold on, let's be
White
honest.
privilege. So
Hold on, let's be honest. If Luka Doncic or Jokic were putting up numbers and they were black, you niggas would already be calling them Michael Jordan 2 years ago.
that's cap.
This
That's
shit,
cap.
nigga.
Man, that's cap. Because Russell Westbrook averaged triple double and y'all hate on him. It's
And
exactly
listen,
my point.
listen.
Exactly. Y'all Russell
Hold on.
Westbrook averaged a triple double. I'm gonna kill this point because Luka. People praising Luka for almost averaging triple double when Russell Westbrook was doing it. Yet call him a stat pattern. Stop playing. See, so how white privilege don't exist when the media was saying when Russell was averaging triple double is it's stat padding. When Luka almost averaged triple double, he gets praised for it. That's the definition of white privilege.
True.
We can move on.
Hold on,
We
no,
can
no, no.
move on.
You know, because you
We can
thought
move
you could
on.
and you didn't because
We can move on.
I've
We
never
can move
spoken down.
on,
I've
man.
never
Come
spoken down
on,
on
man.
Russell, nigga.
Come on. We
I've
ain't
never
doing
spoken
that,
down
man.
on him.
We ain't
We
doing
talking
that,
about a
man.
hold on, hold
We
on,
talking in general.
hold
We
on.
talking in general.
True.
We
You know
talking
what
in
I know. Hold
general.
on,
I ain't
true.
we
No,
talking in general.
true. And you know you my dog, but you know the conversations we have, right? And I said, and even in the MVP talks, I said, well, listen, Russell Westbrook did the same thing, and y'all gave him the because niggas are trying to say, oh, well, he's only the 6th seed or he's the 5th seed. I'm like, well, damn, y'all gave it to Jokic, y'all gave it to Russell Westbrook. So don't try to make me the niggas that you targeting because I never have hated on Russell Westbrook.
And shout, hold on, let me say Ace too. He said, well, okay, this is my point exactly. Well, Westbrook didn't win anything. As of right now, Luka ain't win anything.
What do you
So
mean? Hold
don't.
on, hold on,
So
hold on, hold on. As of right
as of
now,
right now, Luka
I
didn't
know
win
this ain't
anything.
coming. Hold on, I know this ain't coming from the cakewalk Celtics, the Jim Crow
I'm not. That's
Celtics.
not the point. That's
Your
not the
whole
point. You
franchise
move the
is Jim
goalposts.
Crows, nigga.
Stay on topic. Stay on
Your
topic.
whole
Jim
Stay
franchise
Crow
is
on
for
like that.
topic.
Celtic is
Stay on
insane.
Fuck
topic.
is you talking
Stay
about?
on topic. See, you had this. Hey, you gotta use those type of tax. Stay on topic. The point is though, I'm reading the comment of proving that white privilege exists. This man said, "Oh, cause Westbrook ain't win nothing." Well, Luke ain't win nothing right now either.
Who
So
said?
like,
Hold
that's the
on.
point. Is come on, man. Yeah, and Jokic and shout out to Jokic and Luka, but Jokic and Luka been
You
been
still ain't.
been
Hold on.
praised for
True.
almost
True.
been praised for almost average triple double.
True.
Right? Listen, they had great seasons, whatever.
True.
But we've seen
True. You
Westbrook
my brother,
average
but you
triple
still.
double
Hold
for
on. True.
multiple seasons and get caught a stat pattern.
True. You're my
Like,
brother,
come
but you
on.
still have yet to tell us what the white privilege is. You still
I
have
just
not told
told
Okay,
you
us.
okay,
examples.
okay,
I just
okay.
told you examples.
No, but that's when you'll see
Go
it the
ahead, Mario.
most in a lot of black spaces. They'll rebrand, and I think that there are some not WNBA players, NBA players who have
Turn that grill off, man.
but it is what it is. That's American history, y'all. Right before
Yo, y'all let us know. Y'all let us know in the comment section. Does Jemele Hill has a point? Is Kellen Clark getting all this clout primarily, or some of it due to her complexion and her sexuality? Y'all let us know in the comment section and hit that like button, y'all. We ain't doing this for free. We are. We
Hit that
doing this
like
for love of the
button.
game. That ain't the point. That ain't the point. The
That's
like button is free.
crazy.
Let's subscribe to the
Definitely
YouTube
though,
channel.
man. I also
All
subscribe
of
too, man.
our socials should be coming in through the chat. But anyway, moving on. We're actually going to stick with no, I'm gonna do it from how should I do it? First team on NBA or or start with third team on NBA? How are you doing this? Hello, y'all hear me? Are we gonna start with
We
My
start.
fault, my fault.
Of course, we start from the bottom to the top. Come on now.
Okay, we're gonna start from the bottom to
Yeah,
third team on
absolutely. You can do
NBA.
that.
Let me look up the players. And locker room, you're disgusting in the chat.
That's
Cook
Yeah,
him.
crazy
Cook
question.
him. Cook
No,
him.
we're gonna start with the all defensive team. So we'll start with the second team, all defense.
Oh, my
Alex,
bad.
okay, so we got Alex Caruso from the Chicago Bulls, Drew Holiday from the Boston Celtics, Jaden McDaniels, Minnesota Timberwolves, Jalen Suggs, Orlando Magic, and Derek White, Boston.
Let me cook this off. Let me kick this one off, Mario.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was told by
Here we
a
go.
brother,
Here we go.
by a panelist. Hey, True. Just if you want, go on mute. It's my time, sir. I was told by a panelist, formerly known as True the King, a Boston Celtics staple fan, told me that a certain individual was going to make the team. As a matter of fact, he was so passionate. He had such belief in Jaylen Brown's defensive prowess. By the way, still, besides not making the all-defensive team, still is a great perimeter defender in today's game. Nevertheless, though, True to King TV was so passionate about it that we had a friendly wager. That we put $100 whether or not Jaylen Brown was going to make all-defensive team. Now, for those who don't know, this year is the first year going forward where all NBA team defensive and all NBA is going to be positionless. And as Mario just eloquently alluded and reminded us, 2 Boston Celtics teammates made it on that team. So True to King, let the people know, how does it feel to be wrong, lose money to me, and your overall synopsis and opinion of the second team in general?
You a petty nigga.
This is nasty, man.
I know. Hold on.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
I know. You
Here's the
cannot
thing,
ban
right?
me from being petty for the man I'm talking to right We ain't
Yeah.
doing that.
Also,
Here's the
Brandon
thing.
saying
Here,
anything
here,
about
That's
here,
Biggie.
that's all. That's
here's
Celtics.
the
Brandon,
thing,
you know what
though,
you doing
right?
right now? Brandon, you know
You
what
said
you doing
how
right
I
now?
feel about being
Brandon,
wrong. How
you
I
know
feel
how
about being
real
wrong.
quick, real quick, true. Brandon, you know what you're doing right now?
What I'm doing?
You're showing Celtics privilege, and this is not right, brother. This is
Wow.
not right. This is not right.
Listen. So the question is how I
Go ahead,
feel
True.
about
Go
being
ahead.
wrong and I lost a bet. Listen, at the end of the day,
Lucky is
you win
white.
some, you
Lucky is a
lose
white
some.
mascot.
At the end of the day, you win some, you lose some. At the end of the day, it is what it is, though, man. It is. Hey, I thought Jalen Brown had a good chance of making it. He had some vote. I think he got. I mean, he definitely had some votes. He definitely was one of the best perimeter defenders in the league, and I was just wrong. You know what I mean? I mean, listen. At the end of the day, I could have listen. I mean, Sturdy. This is not the first time Sturdy bet with me before. It's 2-1. You guess who's the 2-1? But I ain't gonna be. Hey, he got. Listen, I'm gonna let him celebrate. You know what I mean? Because shout out to Warriors not making the playoffs. That was, I ain't gonna. I could have did that, but myself. But hey, it is what it is. You know what I mean? But hey,
Oh, just let the
I
people
was
know. Just
I
let the
was
people know for
wrong.
more.
I was
Just let the
wrong.
people know. Just let
But
the people know a little more
I was
context.
wrong.
Rebranded. Zeno. Y'all familiar with the show Fresh Prince of Bel Air?
Oh
Mhm.
no, I know where this is going.
Mhm.
Oh, you remember that episode with when they went to the pool hall, right? Then it remind me, am I right or wrong? Then Uncle Phil and Will in the beginning they lost their money, but then what happened?
They got it back.
He broke out Lucille. That's what happened. He's asked that man. You said $100 a ball. So what True is alluding to, right, is simply is what you call breaking even. Is what we call in Vegas called breaking even, right? So True needed two bets to get $100 out of me. I only needed one to get $100 back. So even though from a bet standpoint it's 2-1, from a monetary standpoint we even, baby. $100 a ball. But nonetheless,
I
I thought
guess.
this is a great direction in the NBA in regards to making it positionless. I thought they got the second team right. Me personally, I would have put Giannis on the second team, but I'm not mad at the second team who they have now. You notice the common theme, especially when we get to the first team, versatility. Those guys who made the second team are great on-ball defenders or just off-ball defenders. And I'm not just meaning versatility from a standpoint of guarding their position, but also from a standpoint of a schematic of tactical standpoint. They're not doing just one thing on their team, and that's why those guys make all defensive second team. Shout out to Alex Caruso. Shout out to Derek Wright. Shout out to Drew Holiday. Shout out to Jalen McDaniels, and shout out to who the fifth brother I'm missing.
Jalen Suggs.
Jalen Suggs, especially Jalen Suggs. Jalen Suggs, especially Jalen Suggs. Shout out to that brother for especially being a small market team like Orlando. For you to get the recognition, putting that work, putting that pain. Shout out to you. But what y'all thought? What y'all think?
Yeah,
of
I
this
don't.
second team?
I don't really have any like. I don't have no gripes with the list, honestly.
Me either.
Yeah, I don't really have no gripes with that one. Like Jaden McDaniel, yeah, like I'm cool.
The names we saw.
Wait.
Sorry, go ahead.
I do want to say one thing. Rest in peace, my boy Shet. You just don't get some love in here. That's tough. That's the only thing I wanted to say.
No,
Shet
Cool.
does. Wow. All right. Okay.
No, that's not shade. That's because I don't want white
That is
privilege to
shade.
pop off in
That
there.
is very shade.
I'm just saying.
Shet or Lou Dort should have been OD this season. But hey, we move, I guess.
What?
We move.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What?
No Diddy, man. That was great. No.
Mario, I think it's about to happen.
Wait, what did I say? What did I say? Pause. I don't know what I said, but pause. But one of them should have gotten the the second team.
Okay, so let me ask you. So Zeno,
So wait,
Zeno,
who are you taking off?
Yeah, who would you take off to put on?
Drew Holiday, my friend. It was nice knowing you on these all defensive teams, but you gotta go, bro. Not gonna lie. Him or Derek White, one of the two gotta go.
What? Over
Lou Dort. Or other than Lou Dort or what's his name? Chet. Yeah, I think both of them have a actual realistic chance to be put over them, especially Chet. But hey,
I mean, Chet had a he has a case, but
he has a bigger case. That's why I said Chet's specifically. Lou Dort is more of like a honorable mention, but Chet, I would
Mhm.
definitely take him over either
Drew or
Derek White
Derek.
or Drew Holiday. I'm sorry. As a big, you instantly bring more value to a team than
Yeah, but that being said too was 30 point of
yeah.
making the versatility
Positionless.
wise. Juhade versatility shown. Funny thing is like we don't know, we know Juhade being more of a perimeter guy per se,
Mhm.
defender, guard more on the perimeter and guards per se. But this year, especially with the being as positionless now, he showcased Juhade more showcased this season his versatility on defense, guarding more bigs,
Big, yeah.
help defense, playing things of that nature. So I mean
I'm
that being
aware.
I mean listen, it's gonna be hard. That and
Mhm.
I'm not saying Chet can be versatile. He can do things of that nature. But
He's very
if you
versatile
know
for a big.
yeah, but if you look at like you said, if you really look at this list, it really went on just the versatility of these guys can do. Besides, I mean, maybe
And I
even
and, and I and I like Chet.
he
Chet
could
gonna
probably
be
maybe
He gonna make a
yeah
list in the near
I
future. I like Chet, like for real.
yeah
can
So
I just
he
talk
can make
about
it
this?
next year, man.
Can I take this topic right now? Shet was the reason OKC being really good this year. No, why OKC was really good this year was because the progression of a lot of the players on the team and the fact that they actually finally got a rim protector and a floor spacer in Shet. Shet isn't the only reason why they are this great, but he is one of the biggest parts of why they are great. I will say that.
That black dude, I 100% agree.
All right.
I agree. Okay, but it's okay. We'll agree to
shout out to
disagree.
Mad Max in the building too.
Yeah,
Go
but
ahead.
yeah, it was. I mean, come the names that we saw on the second team, I think we're close to what we got when we made our predictions. All defensive first team. Of course, we got Bam Adebayo, Victor Wembanyama, and
Mhm.
Rudy Gobert, who won Defensive Player of the Year. Um, Anthony Davis and Herb Jones.
I'm
Um,
cool. I'm cool. Shout out to Herb Jones getting some love. No, I'm cool with that list. I'm not really upset about anybody like this year. So shout out. What about y'all?
I I think Derek White and Herb should have swapped, but that's
But
just
it's
me.
nothing that you gonna like lose sleep over though, right? Are you cool with either one?
No, I really think Derek White should have been on B first defensive first team. Like I mean, what he was doing as a help defender, as a guard, you know what I mean, having being a contest like that amount of contest he was doing, amount of like, you know what I mean, blocks he was as a guard, like he was getting blocks over. He had more blocks than Bam this season.
Yeah.
And like so that put in that perspective, like he averaged 1.3. Like Derek White, one of the best shot blocking guards ever. It's like he averaged 1.3 point at 6'4". So doing that and fan plus fact that he as a perimeter defender, him guarding guards and him, you know what I mean, working around screens and things of that nature. I mean, his instinct, his hands for the ball is but that being said too, Herb Jones he's I mean, hey, that being said too, him being on the Pelicans, he's the best defender. Um, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't me personally, I may just change that, but hey, it is what it is. Shout out to Herb
That's
Jones.
that's real. What about you, Sturdy and Zeno? What y'all think?
Y'all gotta stop saying all D, man. Pause. Man. Y'all, that
no
sounds crazy.
comment.
Bruh, you need to chill.
Man, I'm talking to Ralph. Not Ralph said it this time. My fault. That's my
Uh,
guys.
I was gonna say, I thought I was the one who was gonna be the childish one. Like, what the fuck?
Now, Zeno, what you think though?
About what?
The
First team,
all defensive first team.
first team.
First team. Oh, I think the first team has pretty much got everything right. That's why I didn't really have much issues with the first team. Um, yeah, I don't have much to say about the first team. The first team is everything is correct.
Okay. And so where we at with it, Mario?
Next is well, I do want to get my thoughts. I like
Oh,
it. I
yeah,
love
absolutely.
Anthony Davis. I love Anthony Davis. So anytime Anthony Davis can accomplishes something, I am excited for him. But yeah, it was a good first team all defense.
Shout,
But
shout out to AD though. He was consistent and he was available this year. Shout out to
yeah,
AD, bro. Shout out to AD. Get love to him.
yes. Before we move on to this is not our last topic. So we'll just switch over to it. The next one. We're still on NBA awards. Along with the all defensive teams coming out, we saw the all NBA teams also get brought out to us. Third team all NBA consisted of my boy Devin Booker, Stephen Curry, Tyrese Halliburton, LeBron James, and Domantas Sabonis. Any people you think should be out? Was it a good list? We'll start with Brandon.
Hold on, let me look at the list really fast. My bad. I'm sorry. So just looking at the third team, why is Kawhi Leonard in the second team?
We not on second team yet.
Oh, okay, my bad.
There's no way.
I'm looking at the
Y'all got
my
found.
bad,
This is crazy, man.
That is
hold on, my bad.
that's insane.
Wait, let me Brandon finish.
Hold on.
That is insane.
Let me. I don't have no smoke.
Me, okay.
I don't really.
Sabonis.
I think Sabonis maybe could have been high, but go ahead. I don't have no risk.
Yo, true. I'm sorry. That's too funny, man. He said. Oh, so going on with the third team. Wait, why is Kawhi on second team?
This.
Yes,
Hold on. Let's stick on third.
Third team. Sticking on third team.
Let's stick on third. Let's stick on.
Yo, you wrong for that, bro. I don't know. Third team, I would have to sit down and think about it. I think third team is pretty much fine.
Y'all don't think Steph true before
I would put Sabonis higher than Kawhi.
I wouldn't. Calm down.
It's a clear person that's like should not be on that team. It's a clear person.
Oh, Halliburton. I forgot about that. Yeah, he should not be on that.
Halliburton. The reason why, bro, his second half of the season was not all NBA worthy at all.
I agree.
Legitly. Like, I'm not having no problem with Devin Booker, Steph. I have no problem with the third. But and with that being said, too, Jaylen Brown should have been over Tyrese Halliburton. Like
I'm not gonna lie.
Yep, I agree with that.
I'm not gonna lie. As much as a homer you are, I'd rather Jaylen Brown than him.
I'm just saying, like, one of the best two-way players in the league was consistent from start to finish. Halliburton legit had a bad quote like second half of the season. That was noted, and it was great. The crazy thing about it was talked about. It legit was talked like that's why it was weird. Yeah, he had it. Yeah, but that being said, though, if you compare to everybody on this list, it's clearly he don't fit in. It's clearly he don't fit in when it comes to from start to finish the season to the the whole season.
They just had a wrong list up because I didn't even see Halliburton on that one.
Unironically, I'd probably take his teammate over him.
Who?
Pascal?
You know which one. Come on, Mary. Come on.
No, I ain't gonna do that. Siakam had it, but Siakam first half of the season before he was on Toronto wasn't all that. Like he wasn't.
He was still fine. It was just a roster construction.
Hey, true.
I think he played better on on the Indiana Pacers.
That's true, but it's still though.
It's Brown in there. Put Jalen in because like that the disrespect he be getting is like crazy as shit.
Oh no, Jalen Brown.
He one of the best two-way players in the league. The fact that I think even. Like he fit, like even like he got vote. He had a decent amount of votes for even he didn't make all defensive team, but he got like, only the fact it's only two teams. He got some votes. You know what I mean, being considered. It was like third behind. He was behind. Jaylen Brown was just behind. He just missed the cut. So
he just missed it. It was Jaylen Brown, PG-13, and damn, I keep forgetting the third.
But that even saying too, like Paul George, like that's what I'm saying. Like the Halliburton one throws me off a lot because it was a legit conversation about his drop off, and they still voted him on there. Hey, I guess all you gotta do is win the in-season tournament, I guess, or not win, but be far, do good, because that's crazy. Like
I'm not gonna lie, I'm waiting for All NBA second team because I already see someone that don't deserve to be there.
And Kawhi Leonard had a good year.
I ain't gonna go that far. I'm not going.
I ain't not talking about a Kawhi Leonard. I think I saw someone that I don't know why he's there on the second team.
Can we get the what you think?
Real quick. Can I give my votes real quick? for 13. First of all, shout out to LeBron for getting the 20th All NBA team,
Yes,
being the
record.
oldest player. No, he been had the record. The
My
next
fault.
guy,
He's the oldest
the
player.
next the next guy to be second was 15. So that's a record that's not going to be spoken again. To be the youngest player and the oldest player to make all NBA team, and the fact that it's positionless, which makes it even tougher to make, that's only speaks to his greatness. I am surprised the fact that he made it 13. If it was up to me, I would have switched out LeBron for a guy we're gonna talk about the second team, and I would have took out Halliburton and put in Jalen Brown. But all in all, for the most part, they got the teams right for the 13.
Okay.
All right, cool. Mario, what we doing?
Next is second team. Second team All NBA consisted of had players like Jalen Brunson, Anthony Davis, Kevin Durant, Anthony Edwards, and Kawhi Leonard. Now y'all keep mentioning Kawhi. So
You know
I'm gonna
what?
start off.
Leave him in there. He cool. He cool.
Let me. Can I get it? Can I get it?
Yeah, go ahead.
You know,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna preface this. Ever since this player has stepped into the playoffs, he has risen really well. He's played against multiple teams and has been able to cook them, except from his current playoffs that he's in right now. Yeah. He's been really good at the playoffs. He's been able to make decisions and make decisions whenever he gets doubled, get downhill really easily, and even in a postseason, his mid range just says, "Hey, I'm now Michael Jordan." Apparently, and his 3-point shot, which has been good throughout, progressively each year, has gotten even better in the playoffs. But I have to say this to you, Anthony Edwards, why are you in the second team? You did not have this level of a regular season. I just don't know how he reached All NBA second team.
So where would you put him? Would you put him in the third?
Third
Or
team,
would you take him
third
off?
team, third team, or third team. That's what I would say. Or barely missing the cut. I think he should be like where not Demontis. No, he wouldn't be missing the cut because Demontis Sabonis is there. So yeah, that boy nearly missed the cut for me. Forgot. Sorry, Tyrese Halliburton. He would be like above probably Demontis Sabonis and Tyrese Halliburton, but below like Stephen Curry, LeBron. I'm sorry. I don't know how Devin Booker has a worse like case to be second team than Anthony Edwards. I don't get it.
So you would swap those two?
Yes. I think Anthony Edwards progressively got better throughout the season, and that's what got him into the All NBA. I think from the jump he was an All NBA player this season. I think he got progressively better, but I think D Book had a better season from start to finish, in my opinion. Yeah. If you do predicate, because Max is talking to me, yeah, I get what you're saying, Max, but I think me and you both understand that Anthony Edwards was not the player we saw at the end of the season, at the start of the season. We both know that. And if you do say winning matters, okay, fair enough. That's on you. To me, when I do All NBA, I think who had the 15 best seasons. Let's go. Who were the 15 best players in that season? I don't think winning, because it's kind of like the MVP discussion with me. Like, I think who's the best player this season, and that's what gets the MVP, not who's carrying the most.
Yo, Zeno, how much, Zeno, how much you taking the fact that they were still able to maintain themselves as a team when Cat went out the last month? Because technically, Ant's production did go up when Cat left that month.
That's the funniest part is that's actually that was when I was tuning into the most to the Timberwolves, and that's what I'm saying. That's when I would understand like more of the reason why. Okay, you're trying to push him into All NBA second team, but I still think he's been solidly in All NBA third team throughout the whole season. Maybe with that little ending part, you could try and push him to second team, but I just still think D Book has been outright just better throughout the whole season. So. That's my reason.
The reason I mentioned that up because a guy who made second team that has contention to make first team was Jalen Brunson. So a lot of voters like Doris Bird, Stephen A. Smith, the other Celtic alumni, the most
Mm-hmm.
respected Celtic alumni, at least according to Celtics fans, at least I was told, Kendrick Perkins.
Mm-hmm.
They all
Nobody,
said they
nobody,
gave
nobody told you
they
that.
all gave they all gave shout out to T Sweezy. They all gave they all gave they all gave
Bastards.
their comments. They all gave their comments in regards to something along the lines of they gave the nod to Jalen Brunson because of how the Knicks finished. The fact that Julius Randle went down, and the fact that they finished second in the East with Jalen Brunson averaging I think 30 since Julius Randle went down with his injury. That's some people was using that to propel him in terms of his All NBA votes. What do you say to that?
What I would say to that is, firstly, one, I think that's just a bigger sample size. Jalen Brunson played without Julius Randle. He played 46 games. Julius Randle played 46 games. Jalen Brunson played 31 games without Julius Randle. And I'm good. I'm just checking right now. I don't know how much would you say that is spread out throughout months. I'm almost certain that's like 3-4 months without playing with your second best player. While Ant is playing majority of the games, I'm not going to deny that. But he's missed Karl Anthony Towns, 17 times? 17 times compared to, how much did I say? 31? That's a huge difference. That's why I would say that I think he had to deal with that type of situation a lot more. And I'd also agree. Do you agree that Jalen Brunson had to deal with more turmoil in a sense that his teammates got injured throughout the whole season? For example, Mitchell Robinson getting injured. Josh Hart not Josh Hart. Jesus. As I said, Julius Randle got injured. OG got injured. Like he was dealing with a lot of issues on when it came to his team getting injured. So I also do want to factor that when it comes to that. At the end of the day, I don't even want to argue with Jalen Brunson because I think Jalen Brunson is the other one that's kind of close to dropping to. I think he's close for me to drop to All NBA 13. I think he's still an All NBA second team player this season. But I'm sorry to say this. I just think that Anthony Edwards is the one I would drop, in my opinion.
Okay. Any other thoughts
Yeah,
about any other?
I thought I didn't think Kawhi had a top 10 season. Like shout out to Kawhi, he played great. Believe it or not, I was one of those few guys that thought, few guys that wasn't Clippers fans or Kawhi fans or anti, Laker or LeBron fans that believed if Kawhi was healthy, then the Clippers would be contenders. And even though despite him playing a good amount of games than expected, showing flashes of his former self, I didn't think he had a top 10 season. I didn't think he was good enough to make All NBA second team. I thought you could have gave that to either LeBron, you could have gave that to what's the brother name? Low key, low key. And this is my hot take. Sabonis, believe it or not, has a case for second team.
That's
That's
not
my
a
hot
bad
take.
take. I hope he does the bad
Um,
take.
That's not a hot take.
yeah. The funny thing is, though, I was about to say, a guy like Sabonis, had the pitch for a second team, and because even like I don't because let's say because we understand the playoffs been going on, and you know what I mean, the playoffs been going on, and Ant been getting more attention, and whatever case may be, but Sabonis had to listen. Sabonis is one of the best. I mean, he's one of the best players in the NBA. It is what it is. Like definitely a top 15 player, or at least want to be in that conversation as a top 15 player, right? Because of course, the new rule also too. You got to play at least 65 games. You get awarded anything. But it's a bonus. I mean, one of the best bigs in the game. How many? I mean, listen, he had like how many double doubles, which by the
He
way is
led
not
he
easy
led
at
the league.
all.
He led the league in double
Double
doubles and
doubles.
triple doubles
There's
and
the
triple
streak.
doubles.
He broke like Kevin Love's streak, which was like mine when Kevin Love was in Minnesota. So that's to tell you
Yeah,
how much
oh
he was.
man,
You know what I
Minnesota
mean?
Kevin Love was a
Yeah,
different
that's
kind
cat.
of.
That's
I mean,
that was fat Kevin Love. Yeah, that was serious.
Nah, he was cooking.
so
He was
I
definitely
mean,
cooking.
so Sabonis definitely, mind you, Sabonis definitely was 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 cooking. And like I said, I mean LeBron, even though he was 45, years old. Hey, listen, he was old. He was balling. You know what I mean? And he was definitely playing better than Anthony Edwards. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, listen. I mean, MJ Beyond strikes again. You know what I mean? Terry McGinnis. You know what I mean? If y'all didn't get that reference, you know what I mean? It's neither here or
Shout out to
there. But
Sean. Shout out to Sean Webb.
sure. I know I
But
came up
before we
with
move on,
that MJ Beyond. I
before
came up with MJ.
before we move
I
on to
think I did.
no, you didn't. But before we move on to to All Bay first team, I just want to give a shout out to, I don't think we mentioned him. Bam is another honorable mention guy. I think Bam out of bio,
I
his growth
completely
off
forgot. Yeah.
hmm his growth offensively. Bam don't get enough credit for his
Oh
ability
yeah,
to
man.
show to be aggressive, to be more aggressive. Made additions in terms of processing, playmaking, and passing, but most importantly, developing that elbow and floater game, like that in between that 10 to 15 range, that in between the free throw line, the dotted line. Bam has been excellent from the regular season to playoffs with that type of shot. So shout out to Bam for being a great representation for the Miami Heat. I think he should
Mad,
make some honorable mentions.
Mad Max said if he playing better, then why they ain't winning? So we gonna correlate team success,
Oh,
and we
Yes.
can move
Oh, Mad
on.
Max.
That was
Individually.
Mad Max,
crazy.
to answer your
That was
question,
crazy.
Mad Max, to answer your question, the
That
reason
was
why,
crazy.
because injuries. Duh. When Malik, it's obvious
Uh,
that when Malik Monk went down, they offense went down. But it's
look,
what it is.
let's move on. That was a quick pick.
Okay, we go.
Go
We're
ahead.
gonna move on to the first team, which obviously once again had the three finalists for MVP: Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic, and SGA, along with Jason Tatum and Giannis being on this team. Trudy King, what are your thoughts on the All NBA first team list?
It's not surprising whatsoever. I mean, like I said, they was available. They played. They made requirements of 65 of more games. They was this was it. This was the guy people that you know what I mean. That was going to make an All NBA first team. Simple as that. I mean, I have really no complaints. Giannis, Jokic, of course, he won MVP. I mean, of course, Luka and SGA with other finalists.
Mm-hmm.
Giannis was like number 4, and you got Jason. I mean, there ain't no complaints on my end. Like I said, Jason Tatum led the best team. His growth this season as a player too got with better he was last year, and he made first team. So Giannis, of course, averaged 30 points, a 60 point. So I said 60 points, 60 field goal percentage, which is a record. Jokic, like I said, he won MVP. Luka, 30. Almost had a triple double. He had his best season in his career. SGA led that team, OKC team to a first seed in the West. There's no complaints by me about this first team.
Yeah,
Okay.
no.
I
I
wish
mean,
I wish I could hate my way into getting Tatum off of the first team. I wish I could.
Yeah. Zeno,
Just
we'll
for
go
him,
with you, man.
just for him to fall into the second. But go ahead, Zeno.
Hey, at least I could say, yo, you still can't make first team. Oh, I would have. Oh, that'd been so happy for me to press agendas. But their team is the number 1 seed in the East by a large margin. He's the best player on the team by a large margin. He's taken up different responsibilities this season and succeeded. I can't hate. It's
Yeah,
an All NBA
I thought
first
y'all
team.
said team success don't matter. Now y'all saying this team
I
success matter.
don't. I
All right,
don't.
cool.
I don't think that way. But I still think there's not much players you could actively try and put him
They can
over.
put in front of Tatum. Now, hell no, you can't. No.
Oh,
I
okay.
well Zeno,
I wish
similar to
Embiid
what
could be there. I wish
similar
Embiid.
to what Luca did in last night game, carrying the offense for the Mavericks in the first half. I'm gonna carry your hate on. No, I don't think Tatum should have been all NBA
Yes,
first team. I don't
give in
care
the hate.
about my fault. I don't care about team success. I don't in regards to this. This right here is about your dominance, your impact, your production as a player. And the fact that it's being positionless only gives me more senses of why I don't think Jason Tatum had a top 5 individual season. I don't care if the Celtics had the most wins of the regular season. That has nothing to do with Jason Tatum as an individual. No, he did not produce as good or had the same level of impact he did last year. Of course, I'm not expecting him to average 30 for a more talented team, but bare minimum, bare minimum for a perennial all-star, for a perennial all-NBA player, for a guy who knows how to impact his team and to be a young veteran in this league, there's no excuse why he's shooting like this. and he's been regressing in terms of his jump shot, not just the playoffs, but all regular season. And when you look at NBA history in the guards to teams getting better, more talented, more offensive help, their star players do not get least efficient. They get more efficient. Once again,
Um,
I'm reiterating. Hold on, True. I ain't say nothing when you gave your speed. I'm not saying Tatum should have continued to average 30. That's ridiculous to say. But to say Tatum should at least been the same level of efficiency, his EFG went down, his field goal percentage went down, his 3-point percentage
that's
went
not
down.
true.
His
That's not true though.
my fault, my fault,
That's
my
not.
fault,
I'm
True.
looking
My
at it.
fault.
It's
You can
not.
rebuttal.
That's not
No,
true.
no, you can rebuttal. You can rebuttal. My fault. True, you definitely rebuttal. His true shooting percentage went down. And if you want to go by possession, points per possession on his jump shots, they went down in comparison to last year. So despite getting more talent, he was not more efficient. In my opinion, he was not a top 5 player during this regular season. And to me, that's what NBA first team in this format means. It means when it's positionless, when it's a 65 game requirement, essentially after meeting the requirements, are you a top 5 player? Did you have a top 5 regular season? And Jay Tatum did not. If someone had told me Jalen Brunson could have been NBA first team, I'm not gonna fight it. Because that man was carrying, that man was balling out, and
Wait,
forget
wait,
his
wait, wait, wait,
hold
wait.
on,
What
hold
do you
on,
mean
hold on,
he's
hold on.
carrying? You just said team
Uh,
success don't matter.
I didn't say hold on. Did I mention team success? I'm saying
You said
him.
he was carrying. So what was he carrying?
So he was carrying that offense. He was literally the
It's
only
still
person
team
on that.
success.
Wrong, nigga. I didn't mention nothing about wins. Listen intensively.
You
Him
said
as an
he carried.
individual.
yeah,
Go
no.
ahead, bro. Y'all
But if
crazy.
we're but
It's
we're talking
crazy,
about
bro.
we're talking about production and you lied because like he shot last year he shot 46% from the field. This year he shot 47. Last year he shot 35% from three. This year he shot 37% from three. And then this year his playmaking has gotten better. Like the assist numbers, whatever, the turnovers has gotten went down. Um, that being said, too, shout out to Jalen Brunson or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, Jason Tatum is still, mind you, he got votes to be. Jason Tatum got votes on the all defensive team. He got votes. I didn't see Jalen Brunson name on there. When it comes to all around player as a as as
My
a
bad, my
as
bad,
a
my bad,
talent, what he
y'all.
was
My bad, y'all.
doing.
My bad, y'all.
I
Had a
mean,
quick phone call. But let me just
Uh,
finish the plane. Let me just finish this plane real
you
quick. Let
already
me just
getting
land
oh,
it.
cooked by
you
True.
okay? Okay.
No. How I'm being cooked? I wasn't even here to hear half the things True said. So let me just land it so I can hear what he said fully. What I mean by carrying, I didn't mention nothing about wins. I didn't mention nothing about wins. I'm saying his impact on that team in regards to being the sole offensive creator, being the most consistent offensive scorer for that team tells you something. It tells you, and let's be honest, for him to do that at the size that he is as a guard is even more impressive. So, in my opinion, I think Jalen Brunson had more. I'm not gonna say Jay Tatum didn't earn his spot because these guys put in work. I just think Jalen Brunson was more deserving on the first team
This is crazy.
because his
But
impact,
but
because his
I,
impact in his production.
I'll say this,
but that but
adjudicate. I hate
yeah.
on Jason Tatum and the Celtics. I do not hate that much.
Yeah,
I'm
like
saying that
that
now.
was
The point, but this is
that was
my point.
trash.
But this is my point too. We understand the circumstance Jalen Brunson is, but the reality situation is, and this is going on forever of time. He is Jason Tatum is asked to do more than Jalen Brunson. Like that's just the reality of the situation. That's because you have to carry a load offensively because of the situation on the Knicks. He's not asked to play great defense like Jason Tatum is doing. He's not asked to rebound the rate he's doing. He's not asked to be. I mean, so what are we doing? Jason Tatum also led the team in points, rebounds, and it was like second in team in assists, like second, third in team in assists. So it's
Hey,
like saying that. So what are we talking about? Like,
true. He
yes, he
can't.
plays on a
I
better
didn't.
team.
I'm not making the case. I'm not making the case he's a better player. I'd never say he was a better
Hey,
player.
true. They ain't
I'm
No,
talking
saying in
about that,
regards
but
to
bro.
individual performances, he played better. He had a better performance this regular
Right.
season.
but that's not
But you said
true. If you
he
go look
carried
at
though.
any, but it's not true. But that's not true. If we go off of like what are we going off of? Like
He's
I
like
just
going
just
off
told
of
you
because he
production and
no
impact.
true.
it
True. He's going off of team
like
success because he said that he doesn't
I'm
care
not
about
going
it.
off team
But then he
success.
said he carried. So what did he
What did I
carry?
mention about the
I'm
Knicks?
You said he
What did I
carried.
mention about the
You
Knicks?
said he
What did I mention
carried.
about the Knicks?
So what did he
What did I
carry?
mention about the
You
Knicks?
not hold
And
on.
then
You're
what?
not
Hold on, hold
talking.
on.
Wait, wait,
What did
we
I
gonna
follow up about that,
You're
Brandon?
not
What
talking
did I
about
say
team
after he carried?
success. If you're
let
not
Brandon
talking about team, Go ahead. My bad, Mario. Go ahead.
No, go. No, you go.
No, I'm just saying. I'm listening to what Sturdy is saying, and I get it. And how he's trying to dress it up is, oh, it's not about team success. But then he'll literally follow that up with he carried. Okay, so what did he carry? He carried the
I
offense.
just
All right,
okay,
does it
Brandon.
not count as team
I'm going
success?
to wrong. I'm
Does it
explaining.
not
I
count
was
as team
explaining.
success?
I'm reiterating for you. I am explaining his impact. I literally followed up by
His
saying
impact on
him
what?
his impact for his team offense. So if you let me
Team
reiterate what I just
success,
said,
nigga.
wrong, nigga. I was iterating his
Oh my
impact
god,
on his team offense. The fact that he's the only
Mario,
consistent playmaker and scorer on that team,
Mario,
especially when Randall went down. That I ain't mentioned nothing about the team's the
Mario.
next seeding. I ain't mentioned nothing about the team's wins. I
Well,
mentioned his
so,
impact on
but why
that
are you
team.
mentioning one
Hold on,
side?
hold
But
on,
why
Okay,
are
hold
you
on.
mentioning one
okay,
side
Let's
of the
ask.
ball
okay,
Let's
though?
ask
Like,
Mario
okay,
this.
okay,
I
okay.
find it funny you mentioning one side of the ball,
And
but
so I do
Chill,
the same thing.
chill.
Hold on. I can do the
Study,
same
Okay.
thing
study,
for
Mario,
Luca.
Mario
study,
talking.
study,
Mario talking,
chill.
y'all.
Still,
Mario
chill, chill,
talking.
chill,
Mario
guys, chill,
talking.
guys,
like,
Go
chill,
ahead.
guys.
Go ahead, Mario.
Mario, go
No,
ahead.
that's bull crap,
Okay.
bro. These niggas are on. These niggas went 30 minutes going back and forth on white privilege, but I can't clarify my point. Get
You
out of here with
did
that.
Yeah, clear.
clarify. You kept
Oh, not the
reiterating that.
black
come on,
privilege.
bro.
You kept
Not the black
reiterating that you
privilege.
were talking about the offensive impact that Jalen Brown
Damn.
had,
I
but in
guess.
response to that,
Jim Brunson.
people, yeah, Jalen Brunson, yeah, that Jalen Brunson had, but we have people in the comments that said you. I mean, it was you got lost in. I guess what you was trying to say got lost in translation to some of the viewers and some of the people on stage. Yeah, we got to move on. This time we're gonna allow some of you guys in the comments to hop on stage and talk basketball with us. We're gonna talk about the NBA playoffs. We obviously got the Dallas Mavericks versus the Minnesota Timberwolves,
Hmm.
and we'll be also talk about the
The
Boston
cakewalk.
Celtics versus the
Cakewalk
Indiana
Celtics.
Pacers.
Hey, Brandon, we're friends, right? You don't need to bring up what I said, right? We're friends.
Oh no, no, for sure. Yeah, we're good, Zeno. Me and you, we're best friends, bro. Go ahead.
Did y'all
Okay,
drop
cool,
the
cool, cool,
link?
cool.
Drop the
No, go
link.
ahead. Go ahead. Yeah,
Oh,
get the link drop for them, y'all.
Drop the
Mario.
What
link.
series? What series you want to talk about, Mario? You want to talk about
The
the entertaining one, or you want to talk
the
about the most predictable one?
the
Wait,
most predictable one.
hold on? Which one is
There
it,
we go.
chat? Hold on, chat. Hold on. Let's let the chat. Which series is the most predictable series right now, chat? Because I'm confused. Sturdy. I don't know which one is the
actually,
most
I hope
predictable.
you know. I came from work today, and I was thinking, I was praying that we get to the stage where we talk about the Celtics' easy way, path of right to the finals. That's what I'm waiting
Oh
for.
wow.
When will we talk about how easy it is for the Celtics to go from all the way from the first round all the way to the finals and beat up on injured teams? When are we going to talk? When are we going to talk about it? I'm waiting.
The
That's
link
never
drop.
was a. We've been talking about it all year. We talking about
True,
like
we
my
just
whole
dropped the
thing is
link.
this.
Oh,
Y'all
there we
dropped the
go.
link. My whole thing is this though. Like y'all been already been talking about it. We've been talking about it all playoffs. I don't know where everybody else been at. My whole thing is this. I'm not surprised whatsoever was how it's going down because I find it funny that people were saying that Porzingis wasn't going to be healthy or reliable for the
They're
Celtics.
saying the
And
link
my
doesn't
whole
work.
Yeah, they said
it
the
worked
link.
for some people. It serves some work. Hey, join the Discord. Hey, with that being said, join the Discord. I'll post the link there.
Yeah, make sure
Hold up.
y'all join the Discord, the FYF Discord.
Hold
Make
up.
sure you're on
Let
Chrome
me
because I'm sure the link works through Chrome.
use Chrome or use
Yeah,
Chrome, whatever.
Chrome.
That's the thing too, or use Chrome. Matter of fact, so
Or
Yeah,
use
that's what I'm
Joe
about to
Google.
Bond,
You
Joe
do.
can
Bond, and the
to
Pope
both.
just was up here.
Yeah,
Like, oh,
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, so they
yeah.
said
So
okay, so drop the
Max,
link
you
to the
need to turn
Discord
on.
as
You
well.
need to be online, bro.
no, or but you got Google Chrome. So hey, join the Discord. If you already in the Discord, I'm about to drop the link in there. It should work for certain people though. I don't know
It should
why
work.
the link not working.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Um,
no, but
y'all
go,
issues.
but as they figure that out too, go ahead. What you think?
Yeah.
But
Go
yeah,
ahead.
though, like I mean, that being said too, I just find it funny that people when we got Porzingis, it was like he's not gonna be reliable and he always hurt and all the case may be. Fast forward, a lot of the teams that we play, important players, whatever the case may be, has been reliable or got hurt. And listen, I've said this beforehand, like, listen, man, like these guys that, you know what I mean, in the East, they've been dealing with injuries all year. So like fast forward in the playoffs, well, I'm surprised that they got hurt. Halliburton had a hamstring injury earlier this year. So him getting injured again, not surprising. Donovan Mitchell, speaking of, he would have been an NBA player, probably would have been second team if he would have played 65 games. Which guess what happened in the playoffs? He got hurt. Not surprising. Um, Jared Allen, he's been hurt at the wrong times in the past, things of that nature. Who else? The Knicks, listen, the Knicks was hurt all year, but now all of a sudden, the Celtics closer they get to the finals is a cakewalk when these teams been hurt all year and they've been questioning about their health. I just find that hilarious. But that being said, easy path, hard path. Listen, if I got GPS and it says what's the easiest route to take, what you gonna take? The harder route, or the easier route? You're gonna take the
No
easier
one's
route,
no
right?
one's no one's talking about
You know what I mean?
no one's
I'm
talking
just
about
saying,
you
man.
reaching the finals. Yes, you reaching the finals is still an achievement. It takes luck, and it takes luck in the sense that you're finding certain opponents that favors you, and it also takes skill to be able to beat those opponents. I'm not denying that. I'm still saying these are some weak ass opponents, man. I have to say to you, weak.
But here's the thing: I've been saying all these people been weak the whole year, and y'all laugh. And then I use this as a
Nah,
point
We
true. The
of
way
it
the
would
reason
it
you
would
I
be
think they've been
legit,
different.
weak is different.
We both
I
know.
legit said.
Huh?
You asked
Go
30
ahead,
this.
go ahead.
I said that. I said the whole. I said everybody was. Listen, I said barring injury, the soldiers going to go through the East, no
Barring
problem.
injury. You see what I'm saying?
I said for us though. But here's the thing. I said for us. I
Yeah.
said for us. I said for us. And I said even to the point is I even bragged about. I said even okay, well, Porzingis. We understand Porzingis may not be healthy. I said even without Porzingis, we can make it to the conference finals. I said this months ago. I said it before the season started. So like I find it funny, and I said it multiple times to a point like. But now I
But you're
find it funny now that you know what I mean.
but you
It's like
give your opinion on the series so far. Like how you think the
sure. I
series is going
mean,
so far.
that
Can
being
I
said, shout out to the
can
Pacers.
I
Now that
can
being
I
said,
just
the
cut you off
Pacers
for a little second?
offense.
Can I just cut you
Yeah,
off for a little
yeah,
second? Sorry.
yeah,
Guys,
you good.
I sent it into the chat, the link. Could you tell me if you guys were able to join through the link? If not, then I'll find some other way. Okay, guys? Go ahead.
Yeah, some people got in here. I don't know but that being said too, the Pacers series so far, shout out to Tiffany Net, full Celtics fan to Bill. Shout out to my Celtics fans to Bill Garrison. I see y'all, man. Um, yeah, the Pacers. Let's shout out to the Pacers for making this point too. Listen, but guess what? The Pacers was one of the healthiest teams at the moment. Well, unfortunately, Terrence Halliburton got hurt, but still, though, it's not a coincidence, right? That there was one of the healthiest teams in the playoffs, and they made it to the conference finals. That's how things go.
Mhm.
Um, the series been so far been like I said. The first game was a great game. Um, Pacer offense, they show why they're one of the best offenses in the league. You know what I mean? In that second game, Celtics, hey, they finally get a game two win. You know what I mean? So that was dope to see. And then fast forward, today Halliburton looked like he out. He ain't playing. So hey, I told y'all last week. So I told y'all, Celtics at 4-5. Man, it is what it is. I don't know what you know what I mean. I don't. I told y'all, you know what I mean. I said, listen, they said that they were going able to keep up with I was told that the Celtics were able to keep up with their Pacers offense. Survey said that was a lie. So, hey, man.
The cakewalk for the Boston Celtics is crazy.
Hey,
Reed
man.
Brandon, what are your thoughts on it? And in the finals, they'll play some real
So
competition coming to finals. But
so
Wow. I
I'm
hope.
I'm trolling. I'm trolling just a tad bit. I do think there's a cakewalk, but at the end of the day, somebody said it in the comments. Let me find them, give them their credit. I don't like knowledge manifested said it right. Boston are doing exactly what they're supposed to do against inferior comp. They dominating. I think game one, the Pacers gave that game away.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the coaching,
they
call a timeout, but also there was just bad turnovers at the end of the game. There was
hmm
bad turnovers. You can't do that, especially in Boston against this team that a lot of people are saying that none of these series should be close when it comes to the Celtics this season. Um, you know, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. It's definitely to me. It's been a cakewalk for them. But at the end of the day, I mean, what are they supposed to do? Not show up because people are hurt? Should they like nail it in and say, you know what, all right, y'all, we'll do this next year because we don't feel like bullying anybody? No, they don't. What they supposed to do? Bully them, right? It
Yeah.
just ends. It just ends in the finals. And that's whoever they play. It ends in the finals, and I'm telling you that. But go ahead though.
Off of base off what? We can get
Um,
to that.
I
But
think
We'll get into it.
I'm gonna start with the pros of the series. First of all, I think Game One was entertaining. Shout out to both teams. From the Celtics giving up a double-digit lead twice during the game, but and nonetheless, it was the Pacers' own doing that cost them that game. Basic time and score. You don't you don't play the game of chances. Just you play the foul game during that time and score. I don't know. And on top of that, Halliburton cost his team two timely turnovers as well. That didn't help them retain the victory. But shout out to the Celtics for persevering. But another pro that's going on. Shout out to Jalen Brown, dog. Jalen Brown
Hmm.
has been balling. Jalen
Exactly.
Brown has been balling from not only defensively from being a great string navigator, but being more disruptive in regards to going against bigger guys like Siakam and one night in moments. I think that's the biggest step he took in regards to his defensive ability in comparison to last year. He's been more consistent. He's been more. He's been better in his communication, especially being in low man in certain situations, and he hasn't been he's been more disruptive against other guys bigger than him. This man is averaging 33 during this series so far, shooting I believe 36 from three and leading 50% from the field. Remarkable. Jalen Brown, shout out to Jalen Brown, shout out to Derek White. In my opinion, those two guys have been the most consistent Celtics, not only this specific series, but also the whole playoffs. Shout out to those two brothers. Um, Another pro for the Celtics. They Drew Holiday and I like the hierarchy of the role players for the Celtics. They know when to when can I need to be a little more aggressive from Drew Holiday posting up smaller guards on the Pacers teams to even Payne Pritchard and getting more timely buckets during the series. So shout out to the role players showing some resilience. The cons and also to the Pacers too. Pascal Siakam, reminding people of who he is, dog. Like we can't just let injuries deter our perception of these players. Pascal Siakam playing great defense, being a money in that close range, that elbow free throw range right there, right
Mhm.
below that, bruh, money. It
I'll
don't
be
matter
real with
who
you,
it is.
80 study. He started developing that. I want to say since last season he's been developing that mid range because that was one of his biggest issues. He's really a downhill merchant and he can only spin from one side to the other. That was really his own bag. And then he started really developing that mid range to become as elite as it is now.
Yeah, I like his different approaches to getting to that shot. Is this just
Exactly.
one way? He come off curls. He'll just be in semi transition and pop right there. He'll hit you a little floater, do a little post. Man, shout out to Pascal for reminding people, and also this dude is the most annoying player, and I say that in the best way you know what I mean, in
TJ.
a great
TJ.
way. TJ, oh
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
god, bro, the most annoying player. This guy, why I tell you, will make something out of nothing by doing the most simplistic thing. That's who TJ is, an embodiment of offensively and defensively. Like TJ, oh bro, I'm not gonna lie, like it's amazing. Like I like to call those type of role players they're masters of time. They know how to make the timely plays to either get their team reback focused or to stop the opposing team runs. Shout out to TJ, bro. Um, but the cons for both teams, the Celtics need to have a backup plan in regards to not being able to switch so much. They've been allowed Al Horford throughout the playoffs to get exploited on the perimeter. He's just older. He's not going to be able to sustain that. And the Celtics at times allow the switches to happen. Another thing too, they're too 3-point dependent at times. I get it. It's kind of somewhat of human nature when you're up double digits to keep trying to pull on threes, but at the same time, at the end of the day, the playoffs is about possessions getting easier buckets. The Celtics are still showing bad habits in terms of settling for more difficult shots instead of continuing to do things that got them that lead.
Hmm.
But all in all, all in all, Celtics is a superior team. They've been the favorites in every series for a reason. They've been the favorites since the season, since they got that trade for KP for a reason, and they're showing that. And I think it's going to be a hell of finals. As soon as we talk about that Western Conference team, those exciting that the other side of the playoffs, that's way more exciting, way more parity, way more narratives. It's going to be a hell of a finals in my opinion.
All right, thank you. Actually,
Yeah.
wait, what am I doing? Go ahead, Maria. My fault.
No, I was gonna introduce you. So, go ahead.
All right. Thank you very much. That was very nice of you. While A Study has given us his very good opinions when it comes to the Celtics and Pacers series, specifically the rat himself, TJ McConnell, just being a very pesky defender and that mid-range looking pure as it's been since the Sixers days. Why did we trade him? I'm gonna have to bring someone up. So here you go. What's good, Mad Max, or
What's
as I like to
good?
call him, Meat Max?
Oh, Mad Max, this is the perfect
Mad Max
time.
was good, bro.
This is the
What's
perfect
good?
time. Do y'all think? Hold on, and
Y'all hear me?
I don't want to. Yeah, we hear you, Mad Max. We hear you, brother. I don't want to disrespect the host, but can I ask the panel? Can we let Mad Max give his initial take on not only the series for the Western Conference currently right now, but also the Minnesota Timberwolves run as a whole?
That's actually why I wanted to bring him up here for. Not gonna lie.
Exactly. What do you
Matt,
think, Mad Max?
you're fine with you're fine with us finishing this part and then getting to your Wolves, right?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. So
Alright.
let's hear it from the rest of the podcast. Let's go, Brandon. What's your opinion on this series? The
No, I already gave mine.
Pacers
I already gave
series.
mine.
Oh, you already
Zeno,
gave
you
it.
wait for yours.
No, hold on.
Oh,
But shout
I
out to
forget.
TJ, though. TJ is a player that you hate to play against, but you
Mhm.
love him if he on your team. Pesky
That's
little
that.
Yeah.
pesky bastard. But go
Oh
ahead,
no,
though.
damn, wrong team. I don't know what to say to you. Like, yo, the team what's called the Celtics are stomping them out like bugs. Like they deserve to. Like they're so significantly better than them. And even now, Tyrese Halliburton might be injured. Like
No,
they're
so
just
it is
better.
confirmed. It is confirmed. He's gonna miss game 3.
Yeah, you're gonna miss game 3. Yeah.
Yeah, he's out game 3.
So they're just gonna gritty all over the Pacers. Like
Gritty.
what?
As they should.
hey, I don't deserve this side, do I? Come on, please. All right, never mind. But they're just gonna be able to just stomp them out and be able to win in 4 or 5, just because they're just significantly more talented. It's bad. This is a bad matchup for the Pacers, honestly.
100%. I think that it's a cakewalk. It's been a cakewalk for the Boston Celtics. They're winning as they should. The real competition for them really starts in the finals. So we shall see how.
Hey Mario, real quick before you move on, let me just say this, y'all. What we're not gonna do is this. If the Celtics win it this year, we're not gonna do this whole bubble ring shit that y'all did with LeBron.
Oh, I am
The
definitely
Celtics-
doing that.
No,
hold
on. We will not do that because we will not do that because one, I get it, y'all love to hate Jason Tatum. Bro has been successful since he's entered the league. And we're not gonna run with this. That's the reason why they won because you still got to go through the West to win. So, but go ahead though, Mario. Back to you.
Rebrandon, I'm sorry, but I will definitely be bringing up the fact that they've played teams without their star.
Exactly, Maria. Exactly.
We have to talk about that. But moving on, the series that has all my attention is Dallas Mavericks versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. Reactions to game 1 and 2. We'll start off with our guest, Mad Max, since I've heard he has so much to say about this.
Meet Max.
Let's go, Max.
I ain't got so much to say. I might get cooked, but we down 2-0. Both winnable games. I feel like we should be up 2-0. Basically, for me, the flaws that we showed in the regular season are popping up now. We was a bad clutch time team. And as you've seen these first 2 games in the clutch, we can't make it happen. And you're going against the 2 best clutch players in the league. So, like, what are you going to do? And the decision last night. Okay, so we benched Rudy the play before the game-winning play on defense. We benched him because we were switching everything at that point. Mm-hmm. So we benched him. We got to stop.
Mm-hmm.
we get screwed on a out of bounds call, which is the if you can go back and review a play, you should be able to go back and review the foul too. Like if you can review the out of
Talking
bounds, you
about
should be able to.
I forgot his
Jaden
name.
Kyrie.
McDaniels.
Meet
McDaniels.
Max. Call him
On
Yeah.
Meet Max.
McDaniels. On McDaniels.
Oh,
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
the play you're
I
talking
feel
about.
you.
I agree.
Yeah, you should be able. That's clearly a foul. So, but the decision to put Rudy back in after a timeout, and then you make the play call to switch everything, knowing that it's going to be a 1-5 pick and roll straight into an ISO, is Darvin Ham level of coaching. It's some of the worst coaching I've seen in my life. It don't, like, when you say it out loud, switch with Rudy on the court, it don't even make sense. I don't get it. Ant got to be better. Zeno, you asked about the playoff run. I feel like this has been successful. I think I told you before the year started that for me, success this year would be winning a round. So we won 2 rounds. So I think it's been successful. I think we can come back in this series if we got to tighten up in the fourth quarter. We got to tighten up in the last 2 minutes. Turnovers in the last 2 minutes, and Ant got to turn his brain off. Ant is he's clearly thinking too much. Just go play basketball. You thinking about which pass you're gonna make, if you're gonna shoot this possession, if you're gonna make the right pass, just go play. Let it come natural. It might not be natural, but let it come natural. That's how you grow. Don't be out here thinking too much. As a young player, just play fast, run, do what you can do, and don't stop thinking so much.
You're not gonna be able to stop Luka and Kyrie like y'all were able to stop Jamal Murray.
Not at all. Not at all.
That
So I
picture
think
terrible too.
so I think this, right? I agree with Mad Max. Ant got to be better. At the end of the day, and he will be better. This is a long series. This is not. I know,
He ain't gonna be better.
people. He will. Um, I know people want
Can I
to.
ask? Hold on, Rebrandon.
Go
Please.
ahead,
One second.
Max.
Hey, Mr. Clay, can you elaborate why I've never sounded like I never played on the court? Because I think I played basketball for a long time. Can you please elaborate? Go ahead, Rebrandon. I just need to see
You
it
swinging on the
coming.
crowd? All right, listen, we love it. But no. So I think like this, Ant-Man has to be better. He will be better. Looks gassed a little bit. But I like what he's saying after the game, right? Like he doesn't seem to be shook by this. He's like, yo,
He
you gotta
shook. He shook.
listen. Well, if he is, he's doing a damn good job of hiding it.
He is.
Moccasin Luca. I mean Moccasin Kyrie, man. Shout out to Kyrie, man.
Of course.
Yeah,
Yes.
man. Listen, y'all. I'm gonna say this. Y'all talk tough. First round against the Clippers. Y'all said we were gonna get up out of here. Y'all said that to us.
I didn't say that.
No, not y'all. Listen, if it don't apply, let it fly like Delta, good brother. Yeah, no, for sure, right? A lot of people said, the Mavs we were out of our league against the Clippers. Prove that wrong. Number 1 seed in the West. Prove that wrong. Timberwolves. Close games. Possibly some questionable calls. I actually agree with Mad Max on that. That foul on Jaden McDaniels. If you could review the play, you should be able to review the foul as well to make sure, because clearly it was a foul on Kyrie Irving. And that's an important part of the game. An important moment in the game. Nas Reed was
It was
killing
up
Jaden
by
McDaniels.
18 points. They was up by
Right.
18
Yeah, no.
points.
Listen. And I agree. Right?
At home.
Listen. You have to close out that game if you're the Timberwolves, right? They let us get back into the game. Nas Reed was killing us from 3-point. I don't know why we kept leaving him open, but Nas Reed was that guy. Jaden McDaniels as well. Honestly, the stars just gotta the quote unquote stars gotta play better. Luka and Kyrie doing their thing right now. PJ Washington and Derek Lively doing a great job right now. I'm really happy that Derek Lively is getting a lot of experience that will carry him into next year. Right now he's been playing good. Daniel Gafford playing good. That was a push off on Daniel Gafford, but he turned it into some points. Falling away shot, and I'm gonna be honest. This is Mavs in 7. I'm gonna say that because I do think that the Timberwolves going to Dallas and take 1 or 2 of those. They might take both of those in Dallas. Yeah, they might take both, bro. These games have been close. But I'm gonna say this: Rudy Gobert. Like, why? I get why. Why, Mad Max? Let me ask you: why did they take Cat out of the game yesterday?
He was horrible defensively. I don't know
Hmm.
the way that Chris Finch yelled at him. It make it seem like Cat was just being negligent and
Hmm.
not listening to nothing that the coaches were saying.
Hmm.
Every time that Luka hit that middle pass, Cat was supposed to. You got to trust your teammates. You
Yeah.
rotate. If somebody else don't rotate behind you, that's their fault.
Yeah, because they were
But you
playing a lot
got
of
to do
drop.
your job. You got to do your job. So Cat not rotate from the corner to the roll, man,
Hmm.
killed us. It's killed us in the third quarter.
Listen,
It killed us.
I thought Kyrie, because when Kyrie missed the two free throws, every time y'all know when we watching the playoff games and a player misses like some important free throws, we like, all right, that's gonna come back to bite us. He hit a clutch corner three. Luka Doncic asked for the dance at the end. And you can look at the face of Jaden McDaniels. There's a picture going around on Twitter. Jaden McDaniels' face when Luka started getting that dance with Rudy Gobert. You can see his face like, damn.
Rebranded. That
Look,
face he made make me think
yeah.
that he didn't know that that was Rudy. That
No, I
he, that he thought that he thought that might have been Kyle Anderson or Nas Reed. Because
yeah.
that face, when he seen it was Rudy, he was like, "Oh my
And he
god."
switched. Yeah, it's like, why you switch?
He was like, "Oh my god." And I think Jaden got to be better right there too. I know the coaches got a game plan, but at some point, you just gotta. Hey, I made all defensive. I'm supposed to be the best perimeter defender on the team. I'm getting through this pick on this possession.
Yeah, there's no
Hey,
way. There's no way in this moment we switching. I don't
yeah,
give a damn. I
yeah.
don't give a damn what's going
There's
on.
no
Go ahead.
like I'm getting through this pick on this possession. I don't care if I lose us the game
Hmm.
by going against the coach. We was gonna lose anyway, probably. If Rudy get on
Hmm.
him, we gonna lose. If so, we would have jumped them. Make somebody else beat you, bro. That's just
Yeah,
bad coaching to me.
they still
Make somebody else beat you.
and let me land. So they still had an opportunity to win the game. Like Nas Reed got a good look. Bro, listen, my damn chest almost fell apart. Nas Reed got a good look.
Nas Reed needs some help, man.
Man,
Jelly
listen.
fam.
Go ahead, True. But
Nas
Mavs
Reed
are
needs some
seven though.
help.
Mavs are seven. I'm calling it. Go ahead.
And before the series, listen, I had Mavs in 7. I got listen, it's Mavs in 5. It's Mavs in 5 now, man. Listen, they may get one game in
Yep.
Dallas. I'm gonna give them that. They get maybe one game, but listen, man, I'm gonna read y'all something, man. Shout out to MJ Beyond, the Ant Man, um, Baby Jordan, um, uh, and let me show my fault. In the last 3 games, Ant is shooting 17 from 57 from the floor. That's 29.8% from the field. That's the
True.
worst field
Happy
goal
seeing you, by the
percentage.
way.
That's one of the worst field goal percentage over any 3 game span in the playoffs in the last 3 seasons. That's worse than Dylan Brooks in 2022. Let's put it in perspective how bad he. So this ain't gonna cut it, man. And Cat, man, he got to step up too, man. Stop blaming. Listen, I've been saying stop blaming Rudy Gobert. I've been saying people stop blaming Rudy Gobert. He playing his best
Fact,
out there, man. He
fact.
listen. I ain't seeing people out there stop blaming Rudy Gobert. It ain't his fault, man. It's the person y'all propped up fault. Tell him that he talking about he tired.
You talking about MJ?
He talking about he tired. And now the people that propped him up and gave him all this praise now want to issue him now because they have no choice to. When crazy thing is though, he been with playing bad and y'all were giving excuses on it, but now to a point where the Timberwolves is a possibility they can lose. Was like now y'all want a silver, and which is unfair for Ant. Man, let me make this clear. Let's make for it's not fair for Ant because I think Ant can be in those conversations one day. He can be in those Lucas and conversations one day. Maybe soon, maybe by next season. Who knows? He has a lot of potential of who he could be as a player, but all the glazing gotta stop, man. Listen, 20. Hold on, I don't think y'all listen what I'm saying. 17 for 57 in the last 3 games. This seems Tanner was shooting bad, but he ain't shooting like that. I'm just saying, dog. Listen, y'all was glazing this man. Oh man, this is baby Jordan. He this and that, man. And the Wolves defense. Listen, and I said it before, and that's not just on. With that being said, too, wherever the Wolves gonna go, the Ant gonna go. And that being said, the Wolves offense is not that good, y'all. I've been saying this, and it's been proven. Yeah, can they play better? And yes, they had to. That being said, they could have played better in the opportunity to win the game for sure. But listen, man, like you can't just win in this day and era with just what I mean. Just an elite
They lost.
defense.
They
You have
lost
to
two
able to.
games. They supposed to have won.
But that be
That's
but that
bad.
but the thing is they offense because here's the thing though they had leads in both those games where
No,
if they
listen.
had better offense they win the game. You get what
I
I'm
no,
saying?
I agree with you,
So
True. You
so
look at the 3 point
they're
percentage. Our 3 point percentage in game one, they were supposed to win that game. Look at the free throw percentage in game two. They were supposed to win that game. They just didn't, and that's in the playoffs. You can't have that. You got to win
and
games you're supposed to win.
the
Well,
offense and their offense is not the Wolves offense in my is just not good enough. And they shown listen they got away with that playing against the Suns in the first round. They got away with that when you're playing against the Nuggets when you play against two teams that can't protect the rim. They got away with that. So now you're playing against a team that's going to play defense, that's going to play physical, that's going and they'll bet. And we ain't going to have to talk about the offense. We know what Mavericks can do offensively, but you go against a team that know how to scheme well and know how to defend. Is now it's harder now. You know what I mean? Ain't no cakewalk defenses. You know what I mean? Since we love to use the cakewalk, they playing against cakewalk defenses.
Hey,
Now the
listen, y'all.
Timberwolves,
Make
now they playing against a team that really, you know what I mean? Just
Hey,
saying.
make sure y'all
So
tune in to these crossover episodes when the finals happen. Because if it's the Mavs and the Celtics in the finals, me and True we might come to blows on this show, man.
That's gonna
It
be
might get
hey
physical
man.
up here, man.
Hey, Cuba, shout out to Cuba, man. Listen, I tried to. I tried to though, man. Like I said, listen, they would blow average offense for a reason. It was 16th in the regular, and listen, and then people got called where they scoring. But listen, bro, KD, they best defender. The Suns' best defender is KD.
it.
And then to go to the Suns and go to the Nuggets. Yeah, they got Aaron Gordon and KCP, but guess what? When you can't protect the rim. Especially, let's be real, KCP was too small. And he was hobbled. He was too small for Anthony Edwards. So you go into the rim, you can penetrate, go to the rim, it opens everything up. You know what I mean? Get Nas Reed some help, man. Jelly fam, get some Nas Reed some help. This is unexcusable. Nas Reed played one of the best games this postseason, and this man get Rudy Gobert. Nas Reed needs some help, man. Because baby Jordan, listen, he need to talk to Jordan or something. He may need to talk to Jordan, get some advice, man.
Yeah,
Because
Nas Reed
this is
was looking like
unacceptable.
Steph
This is
Curry out there,
unacceptable,
man.
man.
He was looking like Steph
No,
Curry out there last night.
yeah.
I'm just
Uh,
saying, man. Jason
you
Kidd out
know,
coaching ish out of Chris Finch. He out
he
coaching.
is. He most definitely is. Okay, we gonna switch over to Zeno. What are your thoughts on the Timberwolves versus Maverick series?
I'll be real with you right now. I've been sadly disappointed.
Why, Zeno? What happened? Did you say something or something?
Maybe I did say about how the Mavs will lose in 5 or lose
Hmm.
in 6
Why though?
because
Why did you say they would lose in 5 or 6?
Luca would get cooked. Let's go. Luca on perimeter defense wouldn't be able to deal with the perimeter defense
Hmm.
because he's injured,
Hmm.
and how Kyrie also would get locked up as well.
Oh,
Yeah. Maybe I jumped the gun and I didn't realize that unlike the Nuggets, which is more of a system-based team and they run a lot of sets, and that's how if you're able to play against the sets, you're essentially able to stop the Nuggets. The Mavs' strengths is more the fact that they don't run sets. Like, of course, they run like spread, pick and roll, or they certain sets that they run with like Kyrie, but it's more of the fact that because they're in such a free flowing situation, they can choose where they want to actually make reads, whether it's them themselves, like Kyrie getting to the mid range, or if Luca actually wants to take that three or the mid range or post up someone. That's what's the difference when it comes to them. They don't have a specific play that they go to compared to what the Nuggets do. And that's actually unironically one of the biggest issues that's going on. 2, Anthony Edwards not being able to score as well as I thought he would be able to. That's one other thing I do need to do. I apologize. For some reason, even though I've been high on the Mavs throughout this playoffs, I was also one of the people who said the Mavs are going to win against the Clippers. the Mavs were going to beat the OKC in. I think I said they're going to win in 6. Yo, this Mavs defense. I think people need to understand this Mavs defense is not the same Mavs defense we was hating on last season, or the Mavs defense that was good like in the regular season. This is an elite defense.
Eric
Elite.
Jones Jr. and PJ and like they clamping up.
This ability to stop Ant from getting downhill, because as even if Ant blows by his first defender, they're digging down, disrupting his drives to the rim is just it's beautiful to watch. I'm not going to lie. That's all I have to say, man. Nas Reed playing amazing. Go ahead, bro.
I said, shout out to Jason Kidd.
Yeah, that's the other thing. People need to start putting respect on Jason Kidd's name, because I keep hearing in a regular season, oh, Jason Kidd doesn't know what he's doing. All he's doing is putting the ball in the hands of his generational talent and Kyrie. And I'm just sat there thinking, like, are we just ignoring what he's done every time he gone to the playoffs post like the Bucks?
Zeno, apparently Dallas is not an elite defense. That's a casual take. So please refrain from casual takes.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, no. We ignored Brandon Katz. He's the guy who likes
and then Brandon Katz. Listen, we ain't locker room out here. You ain't gonna cook us like you did the locker room. But anyway, listen. But listen, Brandon, you talking about benching Rudy Gobert? They're getting blown out. Blown out.
The Nas Reed and Cat minutes have been the worst in the series.
Wow.
You gotta understand, like y'all quick.
Watch the game.
We dropped the link. I don't know, like we doing the
link. We gotta finish everybody. We gotta get through everybody. Zeno, are you done with your take about the
my fault.
I am done. You can go on, man.
A Sturdy. We have not heard from you yet about this series. A Sturdy, are you there?
Yeah. I think everybody just hit on good and describing what's going on in the series. I'm just gonna spend majority of my time saying what does each team need to do to either close out or come back in the series. In regards to the Mavs, Mavs just need to keep doing what they're doing, but in particular, the role players got to be more consistent making their open 3-point shots. In particular, PJ he has to get back to it. Even though he's making both games, he made timely threes, which are important. Still, you need to be more consistent from 3 to maintain that threat, so that way Kyrie has a little more opportunity to stay in rhythm. All right. Second thing is continue, and Jason Kidd, like I already touched upon, Jason Kidd continue to control those rotations and be great in situations in regards to taking away momentum for the Wolves. Game 2, all those challenges were great time because each one of those challenges disrupted the Wolves' rhythm offensively. So when you do that, they typically the Wolves like to slow down, and when you slow down instead of being quick with your actions, quick with your sets, you allow the Mavericks defense to set up. They're doing a great job loading up on the elbows and boxes like Zeno alluded to. But using that, I'm going to transition to the Wolves. Simply put, you got to play. Their two best players got to play better. That's simple. They have to score more easier. Cat and has to operate the post more. In particular, I don't know why Cat is doing this weird stuff and trying to speed boost past PJ. That don't make any sense. Like, and then Cat does this thing where he will go on like a good stretch between the 10 possessions, like taking full advantage of his height, taking full advantage of the size, making guys pay. But then on the other end, you have another stretch to just do something that he has no reason of doing. No reason of doing. So he has to be more consistent and understand you are essentially a center being guarded by a small forward. Use your size, operate from the post, and just be more consistent. You've been great with your passes, but be more consistent with your scoring. And like what Mad Max alluded to, Ant just has to be more quicker in regards to not only he's doing a good job making these reads for the most part, but he has to be quicker in regards to getting to those spots in the mid range. Ant can shoot from the mid range in these playoffs. Matter of fact, for his career, his jump shot typically gets better. But I think he is thinking about it a little too much, but this is natural growing pains for a young player. People keep forgetting This is his first time outside of the first round. This is first round Western Conference. So there's a learning curve there. And this is one of those learning curves. What are you going to do against a defense that's taking away your main two ways to break them down? How you going to adapt? So, in my opinion, he should take full advantage of operating the post more and not be afraid to pull up from the elbows. They give you that shot, but they do that. They can tie up the series because despite the way things are looking, those games are close for a reason. The Wolves have no problem getting 2 wins on the road. So it's a matter of time of which team gonna do those things. To If the Mavs gonna just the Mavs need to split minimum. The Wolves need to win these
Yeah,
2 games.
gotcha. Yeah, that's yeah. Oh, but I just
So
yeah,
Chris
but Brent,
Finch,
see that's the thing.
you gotta get the ball. You gotta get the ball. You gotta get the ball to hand easier, Chris Finch. That's
My
simple.
my fault's crazy. My fault. But like this role blaming Rudy Gobert thing, it getting played out. Cause I ain't gonna lie, at one point in time, I was kind of part of the crew, whatever the case may be. But that being said, like you trying to blame him for what's going on, it's always been some BS. When he has, we understand who he is as a player. Like we can now we can talk about how he can be better as a basketball player. That's whatever. But that being said, too, um, like Edwards playing terrible. Carr Edwards has not been playing good. The coaching is not being at what it needs to be. So are we going to sit up there and skip through all that to go through Rudy Gobert?
Alexander Walker been terrible.
Because Luca hit that shot against him. Like y'all gotta understand, Rudy Gobert, they wouldn't beat to the conference finals if it wasn't for Rudy
And
Gobert.
he and
Once
he
y'all know
still
they
and
wouldn't
he
be
didn't
this
and,
good. They became this good because of Rudy Gobert, y'all. Like let's
hey
make this
true.
clear. Like I didn't have listen,
He didn't play bad defense on Luca either last night. Luca just hit a
he
better
did
shot.
exactly. And the thing is though, too, like you said before, even though all the criticisms I gave Rudy Gobert in the past, and I think was it a good trade or whatever, bad trade, whatever, when it happened. That being said, Rudy Gobert helped every team he's been on. And I've said this on record. I didn't think they're going to be this good. So maybe not as of right now per se, Timberwolves, but he definitely is showing his value in for this team. Because saying that we're going to bench Rudy Gobert, they get him blown out, bro. Like they can do a lot. Jaden McDaniel can be that aggressive on defense because you have a guy like Rudy Gobert on the back line. You have Anthony Edwards. They can be that aggressive defensively or play that well because they're confident if they do get blown by and if they're not tired. You got a guy like Rudy Gobert that can silver press. It's not my fault. That was a little. I'm done with. But still,
Hey,
the
look,
point
look.
is like
What I will say
it's
is
like
Dallas. If y'all go down 18 at home, that shit is over. Don't think you're gonna be able to keep coming back from down 18 and
yeah, that's hard too. That's harder
yeah,
too. So that's the thing the Mavericks can do is try to punch first. Jason Kidd said so.
yeah.
I heard Jason Kidd even said so. You know what I mean?
And then we got to
I
make the
heard
free
Jason, we
throws.
got to punch first. You know what I mean? That
Yeah,
too. So,
we got to
all
do
right.
that. We got to get Kyrie going early. We got to, Derek Jones Jr. like playing, great defense. He just got to make those open shots that he's getting. He's getting the looks. He's just got to be consistent with it. PJ Washington, the same thing. You got to be consistent. Luka Doncic. To me, he still has to shoot better from three. And he's been doing it all playoffs where he gets to this point where he bails out the defense with a bad step back three or whatever. At the end of the day, it's gonna be a tough series. It's still going seven, Mavs and seven. Ant-Man will get it together. Like I know people
He
be wanting to
will.
dog pile on people, but he'll get it. But Mario, what you think?
I mean, is it?
I'm pulling for the Dallas Mavericks. Before the series started, I thought that the Timberwolves would take this one. I'm thinking like gentlemen sweep, probably obviously 5 games.
Hmm.
However, the Dallas Mavericks have proved me wrong. Kyrie's my favorite player. So Kyrie Irving had taken the approach of, oh, I gotta
Over
score now.
Ja?
Yes, Kyrie is like Kyrie the reason I fell
Oh,
up basketball. Yeah, I'm more of a Kyrie fan than I am a Ja fan.
Okay.
So
oh.
yeah. So Kyrie being able to take this approach of knowing that he's basically got to score first instead of the approach he took last series, I think Obviously we can recognize that Kyrie is on and off. He can turn it on and off. And Brandon, I was gonna ask you, do you think like the lack of consistency so far in the series with role players on the offensive side of the ball with getting their shots up is due to the fact like Kyrie has taken a different approach with the way he's supposed to play?
No, so what I think, I'm gonna be honest, the defense that Derek Jones and PJ Washington are playing, like, would we like them to be more consistent on offense? Absolutely. I don't know one fan of a team that won't say that, but I think they're exerting a lot of energy on defense because Ant it's still Ant. Um,
Mhm.
and Kyrie Irving is being more aggressive, so it could be both. Honestly, yeah, it could be both.
Yeah, but now that this series is looking like it's looking, I'm expecting Dallas in sixth, 5 or 6, because I think as this series goes longer, I feel like it'll tip over to the Timberwolves. So I want Dallas to go ahead and try to get this over with as quick as they can, because narratives will be pushed if Kyrie makes the finals.
Maria,
Absolutely.
listen, if Kyrie goes against the Celtics in the finals,
Man,
hold on, the narratives that listen, I'm telling y'all,
I don't
me and
think
True the
y'all.
King,
It's
listen, we say by episode 8 or 9, True, we should know what's going on. By episode 8 or 9, me and True gonna be up here, y'all. It's gonna be mean mugs.
listen.
I'm gonna cut my
I'm gonna
camera
be.
on just to mean mug them.
man,
We gonna be
I'm a.
disrespectful.
But that. Oh, let Brandon up. Let Brandon up. Now I put the
Randy
where he
Cats,
at?
what up?
I put the link in it. Um, and here's the thing. That's the thing too. Like, you talk about. Listen, man. We don't listen. I don't know who the Celtics gonna play. Is it gonna be the Mavericks? Is it gonna be Timberwolves? I mean, you already
How
said so
about how
yourself
about this?
though.
How
If
about this,
the
True?
your you already
Call
said
this.
your best defender is struggling because of they got to ask to play defense and hit timely shots. So we gonna keep note of that. You know what I mean, I mean that's but
Hey,
that's
listen,
neither or
we
there.
listen,
You know what I mean?
and be mindful. The series that our teams are in right now aren't over, right? There's still time. We
Yeah.
just talking, talking mess. But
Yeah. Now, I ain't
I
gonna listen. Listen, I can speak. Listen, he's speaking for his. Listen, I told y'all, Space
well,
Series
well, well,
over
well,
with,
wait,
dog. It's
well,
over.
but
It's over
you're
with,
playing
man.
in the Candyland
It's,
conference right now, so like
it's
shit is
over
sweet
with.
over there. So we
Hey,
get it.
I've been
The
saying it was
Mavericks ain't
sweet, but
going
here's the
nowhere.
thing, it doesn't hit. Listen, I've been it made. Listen, we've been saying it was sweet. I've been saying you heard me, Brandon, me saying this for months. I don't care what was. We listen. Um, hey, I've been saying it was sweet, but like I said, if it was listen, the Timberwolves or the Mavericks in the finals, man. Listen, hey, I'm looking forward to it.
Hey, Lamont, they've
We
been
need that. Uh,
they've been counting us out every
we
series, Lamont. They've been counting us
Every
out every series. So
wow.
you know what I
we
mean,
cool. We like being
y'all gonna
underdogs. It's less pressure.
Why
now
y'all
that be
saying
hey
that, bro?
y'all
Y'all was the favorites against OKC. What are you talking about?
No, 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 no,
yeah
no,
you're
no. We
wild. That
hold
was
on. We not gonna
wild.
act like because we're going on what the media was running with the MVP Shea Gill and the number one seed in the West. Bro,
Who wrote the
nobody was
base?
taking us serious.
Joker was the
Nobody was
MVP. What are you
taking
talking about?
hold on. Nobody's taking the Mavs serious this year. Y'all were counting us out against the Clippers. You counted us out against OKC, and even now you're still counting us out really against the Timberwolves. Like let's be honest. If we lose that game last night, y'all coming in here, y'all not on this old 5-6 Mavs and like stop it, bro. At the end
I
of the
just had
day,
seven.
the
I had
Mavericks.
seven, but
Hold on, because
after
the
this
Mavericks,
one,
we've done this before where we went on a run that we weren't supposed to be killing teams. If y'all do remember 2011, this is
Oh
just
my!
reminding me. It feels good. It just because we want the Celtics. If we beat Timberwolves, we want the Celtics because
What you mean
Kyrie
we
gonna
you
want
take
the
know
y'all
what's
heart.
Celtics? Like,
you know
bro,
what's
like
Nah,
it's
crazy?
going to be the
Everything that
Celtics. Ain't
said
no
that
we want the Celtics. Like it's going to be the Celtics. The second thing is
here,
stop, bro. Everybody's not an underdog. Stop this stuff. Y'all was the
wait,
favorites against
hold on. So the
OKC.
Mav, hold on, the
Hold
Mav,
on,
hold on.
time out, time out, time
Go
out.
ahead, go
Y'all
ahead.
was favorites against OKC. There was multiple experts who said on the right matchups, y'all can definitely make the Western Conference Finals since that trade. There's the more competent analysts recognize y'all defense being the best going to the playoffs. What are y'all talking about?
Sturdy.
Matter of fact, hold on,
Sturdy.
hold on. Let me top it off right here. Let me top it right here.
Go ahead.
Shout out to Van Gundy saying multiple times, not just during the prime time games, but during this entire run in the playoffs, that this pair might be the best offensive backcourt in NBA history. So this idea that the Mavs wasn't getting recognition, I don't believe it.
True. I mean, sturdy. Even in this series right now, look at everybody's picks. Nobody's picking Dallas to win this series.
What do you talk about?
Never mind. Let's move
I'm
on
good.
because now
We
Sturdy's
got
blind. Now Sturdy's blind. Let's move along.
Now, majority of people is picking Timberwolves though. I agree
Yeah,
on that
like
though.
stop this, bro.
I agree on
okay.
that. Like, I mean,
We got real debates on the panel.
Salute the real
We were,
debates.
yes, of course. Thank you for joining us.
Shah Rule.
We were just talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves versus the Dallas Mavericks series. What are your thoughts on how it's been played out? Real debates.
You got 10 seconds, though.
Okay. Shoot him. What's going on? Where's
Okay.
Brandon Katz? Hold on. Is Brandon Katz
Brandon,
backstage?
we waiting on you.
Brandon, Brandon, if you do somehow get
Man,
on here, bro, I'm gonna be real. You all that you got listen, we told you to stop. Like we can let you get your take on though, but you let people finish and we ain't
Yeah,
playing that
don't over.
weird, bro. To be honest with you.
Shout out to real debates
but
though, for sure.
nonetheless, I just
Yeah.
how it is. Series ain't over till it's over. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
it's
I
still
do
gonna be a long
believe,
series.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's gonna be. I still think it's gonna be a competitive
Yeah.
series.
Yeah,
But
give me
I'm not gonna lie, Cat, and they got to get easier buckets, and the
That's the
role
only thing
players
too
for the
about Cat.
Mavs, they gotta continue to make their threes. I made, and that's
Yeah.
that. Someone said this, and it's about pacing, right? Because these guys are world class athletes. So when you don't know how to pace yourself, you can exhaust yourself more. It doesn't mean you're out of shape. It don't mean you're necessarily because we're human. They're human beings. They're going to get tired, but it's about pacing yourself, right? Not just it, but also majority of the role players on the Mavs have never been to the Western Conference Finals. So shout out to Kyrie and Luka for displaying that leadership and consistency, but also I think that has a part to play in regards to them missing open threes because they wasn't missing this
I
much
mean,
open threes in the last series.
Derrick Jones Jr., but he has experience.
Mhm.
Only Derrick Jones doing good, but like yeah, you're right, Derrick Jones. I said
And
majority of
and
the role
and
players,
I
even
get you, but I get
the
the
role
PJ
players.
Washington. But PJ Washington one of
and
the I
even
mean,
that
I
they're getting crucial experience now. Like I mean, they've gotten crucial
shit.
experience this playoffs. Like Gafford and Derek. Like I'm excited about the experience that Derek Lively is getting and what this will do for
Yeah.
his confidence because he's going to get better as a player moving forward. So, but still, because the only team I really didn't like were the Clippers. Fuck the Clippers. Excuse my language, but forget the
Damn,
Clippers. But
Yeah.
OKC, that's a respectable team that is going to get better. They're going to be better next year. Shea Gill, y'all give him his credit. I know
Yeah, yup, yeah.
a lot of people were trying to knock Shea Gill. I was one of them because I didn't think he should be in the MVP talks. But a
Same.
lot of people were
Oh,
knocking him for the foul on PJ Washington. But
PJ.
yeah, they're not in that series without Shea. Ant
They're not.
Man, no matter how this series pans out, Ant Man is going to get better. So you know, I know y'all like the dog pound, but
Yeah.
the Clippers.
hey
Brandon
man,
Katz, I'm sorry, True, you can go ahead.
yeah. George said, "How you feel about Kyrie coming back to Boston and step on Lucky again?" Well, I asked him last time we saw him in the playoff,
That's
but I
not this
mean,
a different Kyrie
we
Irving.
mean we
I
mean when he
mean,
was
Different Kyrie Irving.
and all
mean
I'm saying is
on the
that's
you mean
true,
being
and
coached by
that's
Steve
legit.
Nash and his teammate being KD
You know
versus
what?
playing with
You know
Luca and
what?
being coached by Jason
I'll,
Kidd? I
hey,
don't
and
know.
shout out Jason, and shout out Jason Kidd though, man. And even though that wasn't supposed to be a sweep either, though, at the time, to be fair, I mean, in real time, that wasn't supposed to be. But
That's a fact.
different team. He's on a better team this time, and all I'm saying is this: it's a lot more people. I mean, we understand the motivations of Kyrie, how he maybe want to be motivated or whatever. But it's a lot of players, not on the besides Kyrie, on the Mavericks and on where I mean, I mean the Celtics. Because listen, the pace is done. Let's call it how it is. There's a lot of people
Man,
motivated too for other reasons. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So
No, listen, Jason Tatum
it's
he's motivated to
it's
get that
J-
damn
like
respect.
The Celtics exactly. Celtics is trying to win a
Yeah,
championship. Like Drew Holiday
yeah.
be getting disrespected. Let's not forget that the Bucks fans, a lot of Bucks fans and people were smearing Drew Holiday after he left that team. And you see how
But
he been playing. I
Huh?
mean,
I
Al
ain't hear that.
Horford. Like it's live. Let's not lie, bro. You would want to
Hold
put
on,
I
him
did
hold on,
there.
hold
not
on,
hear
hold on.
that.
So
Wait,
Holiday was
I
people
did
not
not
were
you
hear
would
that.
want.
slandering Drew Holiday over
yeah,
this?
No
like that's
one,
not
He
people was
true.
not
was. There's a
slandering Drew
The
Holiday,
difference.
only
dog.
the only
They
people
was
the only,
when
the
they
True
only
used
was.
to
people
be the
who
Bro,
were
don't
defensive
doing
Bobby
that
man.
lying.
the only people who
So
were
y'all.
doing
So
that were
so
talking about his offense, and that's because he's being put in a
that's what
situation where
I'm
he's
See,
talking
dealing
about.
with.
But that's
Listen,
what I
That's
was
not
listen,
talking about. They
slandering.
listen,
was smearing.
That's
listen.
not
That is
slandering.
slandering.
People were talking about how Drew Holiday is doing too much on offense because he's never been that great of an offensive player that he
yeah,
That
should
but they
be.
were
wasn't it.
calling the
That
nigga
Yeah,
wasn't
that
Gary
it.
was
Payton.
it.
That wasn't just it.
Because in the postseason, Drew Holiday has consistently played worse than he is in the regular season because he's not that
That
reliable as a 3-point shooter in the postseason, and as a self creator, he's never been that great in the postseason. It
with
happened the
that.
same thing last season, and people talk about it. Stop acting like
Okay.
that's just not
The
true.
point. Okay. Okay. So the point
This
is,
season he's playing. No,
he
wait,
got
wait.
slandered.
This season he
He got
played.
slandered.
This season he played better. This season he's playing better because guess what? He has multiple shot creators and players that can do stuff. So he doesn't need to be put in those positions. That's why he's playing better. Stop trying to defend Drew Holiday when he doesn't need defending. He's
That's
playing
not
up
what
to
you
what
mean
people
by
need
defending.
from defending.
When they say okay. With that being said,
Yo,
though,
Brandon, pass me that
Zeno,
seasoning, man.
Yeah,
with that being
That
said,
Lawless, the
but that's
taco.
not.
you want to slap your mama or what
That's.
you want?
But hold up, though. I never denied that. But here's the thing, though. People still question if what Drew Holiday was going to be efficient on his role. That's why we're lying. That's because the point is we
Even
Well,
understood.
the sky is
We
blue.
gonna lie. So
If
we
we
gonna
think if we
time out,
think
time out.
someone's not able to do
So
something,
y'all
he's
gonna
still
sit
gonna
here and
still be
lie.
able
So
to. Oh,
so y'all gonna
I
sit up
agree with
here
you,
and
True.
lie and
Go
say
ahead, go ahead.
Drew Holiday was not gonna be. So y'all think Drew Holiday was gonna be this efficient with the Celtics in the playoffs? Y'all gonna lie
They
like
were
this?
hold on, they were
I'm not even
crediting
gonna
his
defend. I'm not gonna
defense is
defend what they're
why.
saying.
Hold
Go
on,
ahead.
they were saying his defense was going to be great for Boston. They didn't say that nigga was going to go in there and be Steph Curry scoring. Like, stop this shit, True. You've been trying to be a victim all
I didn't
weekend.
say anything about
You're
Steph
trying to be a
Curry. I said,
victim,
oh,
True.
whoa. I didn't say.
True,
Brandon's
I'm
talking.
confused. Hold
Wait,
on, whoa. I'm confused. I'm confused. We didn't talk. We didn't say anything about defense.
True.
That
Hold
was
on,
we was.
True. Hold on, True. Because
Hold on.
let's
We didn't talk about anything about defense.
hold
Brandon,
on,
we're
True.
talking
Let's
about strictly
address.
offense here.
Let's hold on, but let's
Whoa.
address.
I'm confused.
Hold on,
I'm
but let's
confused. We talking
address
about
what you've been
strictly
trying to
Wait,
offense.
do.
wait, let's let read it.
No, no,
Let
no.
read
Hold
it.
on, no. We good. Let's just address what you've been trying to do, True. Because even in the Discord, and make sure y'all join the Discord because we be in there arguing throughout the
Absolutely.
week. I'll be in there cooking True throughout the week. But this is the thing. Even when we were talking about the cakewalk, you tried to make the Celtics a victim. Oh my God, Jalen Brown's wrist is not feeling well, and poor Zeke. Shut up.
His
Y'all
wrist
won
is fucked
60
up
plus
though.
games.
But here's the thing. His wrist is fucked up. You ain't married to
We
the
just
fact that
showed the nigga hit a clutch ass three.
Time out. Okay, but that being said though, his wrist is effed up. And here's the thing though. I didn't. You
Donovan
ain't.
Mitchell type
You the
injury.
one. The funny thing is to do. And the funny thing is this too, y'all. Reed Brandon, one who had to mention that when I've been doing streams and Sturdy was, I didn't never mention that one time. I've already knew that. I didn't, like, what are you talking? You had to want to bring it up. I don't bring stuff. I don't make excuses.
True,
I don't make
true. Did you
excuses,
not bring
bro.
it up in the
I
Discord
Sidebar,
don't make
first? True,
excuses.
sidebar. This is a
true.
fire
Hold
PFP.
on. True. Did you not bring it? Did you not bring it up in the Discord when we were talking? I was like, listen, it's been a cakewalk.
Yeah, but
There's been Donovan Mitchell's been hurt.
but the reason why I said that because I don't. You're not going to see me on here keep regurgitating BS. It didn't matter. I'm like, okay, but you don't see me talk about the fact that we didn't have Porzingis or
But
people with banged up, whatever case may
hold on.
be. Drew
True, but
Holiday.
that's
No, I'm not.
go
Drew Holiday not even
go ahead.
100%. His shoulder was effed. Like,
Right,
see,
but
that's the
True the
thing. I
King.
don't make
Hold on, but True.
excuses.
No, True.
That's
But
the
you see,
thing.
hold on. Do you see the difference though, True? You're talking about niggas that got a hurt wrist, and he's still playing the game versus Donovan Mitchell who can't play, nigga. It's a difference. We're not talking about
It
somebody
doesn't
that's hurt
matter.
and somebody
It
that's
doesn't
actually
matter.
that's genuinely can't even
It,
play. It does
hurt is
matter,
hurt.
bro. The cakewalk.
Hurt is hurt
Listen, the candy
because
leg
y'all said
offense.
it doesn't matter
You're not
because
a victim,
it
True.
doesn't matter.
I don't even.
Y'all it doesn't
Hey, True,
matter.
let's go
The
back to
funny
our
This
thing,
nigga want to be a
conversation. Let's go
Cinderella
back to our
story so
conversation, True.
bad. Y'all the kings of
What?
the East.
he knows that
Let's spin the block.
Because what was the original point? It was Drew Holiday not being or people having issues with thinking that
absolutely
Drew
no.
Holiday was great. I do agree
This is
with
what
you
I
that.
said.
I agree.
This is what
Go
I'm
ahead,
saying. Hold on,
go
my
ahead.
fault. This is what I'm saying because
Mhm.
when Damon, let's not be real. A lot of Bucks fans online was not casual. Shout out to casual. Shout out to casual. But a lot of other Bucks fans was saying, "Oh, Damian Lillard was so much an upgrade because he's more offensive reliable than Drew Holiday." That, and granted, regardless of the situation, I agree, and it was unfair because Drew Holiday was actually be the number 2 guy offensively the past 2
Exactly.
years. But
And
the point
Renegade,
is, though, he was
Renegade, you
still
were right.
hold
We
up. But the
knocked down
point is,
Iguodala.
but
We
no,
didn't make
but
y'all do
the point is, this is my point. Some people didn't care about that, and it was like people didn't care about that. So now and like I said, I mentioned this. I said, well, Drew Holiday, I didn't, and I told even some Celtics fans, whatever was worried. I told people, listen, he's going to be fine, and he's going to be better offensively because he's going to be actually be the 5th best player offensive on the team. Fast forward, he's shooting the best in his career.
Mm-hmm. Also,
Percentage wise.
by the way, from the
So
corners, that is Steph right there from the
he's
corners.
The Eastern
he's
Conference
Absolutely
look like an
62. He's
ICU
shooting
unit.
62% from the corner.
62, which is I think it's a record, by the way, if I'm not mistaken. I think
Actually
it's a record,
insane.
which is crazy.
But that's
Which
what
is
I'm saying to you,
crazy.
true. Because I get what you're saying. You're saying certain Bucks fans, but me and you are different. We know that Drew was being overworked in a situation
Yeah.
he's not supposed to. That's why I
Yeah.
had to go out that my way
Yeah.
to speak to you like that. Because at the end of the day, we both know, bro. Some people don't have brains. We know that Drew was
Yeah.
overutilized in 2023. Was it 2023? Yeah, 2022. There you go. In 2022.
Yeah.
In 2023, it was still a mixture of Drew and Chris Middleton. But Drew is never meant to be your secondary, your main shot creator or secondary shot creator. That's not Drew's point. His ability is to play make and also provide one of the best defense as a guard in the league. That's his main attribute. So if you're trying to tell him to do more than that, you're
No,
overusing
I
him.
ain't saying yeah, like that's my point. Even like let's not forget when his defense was getting killed for no reason because he had to guard Jimmy Butler. That listen, when you guard great offensive players, things like that happen at times. Like you know what I'm saying? So it's like I just felt though like it was like even when we got Drew Holiday, it been a bunch of people when I was going live with comments. Oh, he got cooked by Jimmy Butler. He got to do this like bro. Like all right, it's just like fast forward. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying when it comes to motivations on both sides, or every team that even left in the playoffs is always motivation. So saying that, well, Kyrie gonna be motivated to play Boston, is vice versa for every guy. People got different motivation for different things. Like court and course, and plus, let's forget that. Listen, Kyrie don't care about that. Kyrie can't win a championship. He don't really care about that. His main thing is to win the championship. He don't care who he has to play to do it. That's the main thing you got to worry about. So
He won't.
I
He
mean,
won't care who he got to face. He'll face whoever in front of him.
I mean, he gonna lose though, but he
No,
don't
he's
care.
not
He don't
losing.
care.
He's not.
He gonna lose though. He gonna lose though. He gonna that. Listen, Mark. He gonna that dab up. You know that dab up at the end. Hey, congratulations, the hug to Jalen Brown. Hey man,
He's not
give me that
losing.
hug.
He's not losing.
Go
You
ahead.
know what I mean, Jason Tate. Let's go.
We got Brandon is Brandon in the back. Brandon in the
Brandon.
backstage.
Oh, no,
He's
he's
here.
London
True,
Lads.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys are overthinking this series. The best team in the NBA most years now is the best offensive team. And Dallas was the best offensive team in the NBA for most of the last 2 months. The only reason Dallas wasn't the 1 seed in the West is Kyrie missed the first 22 games of the year, and Dallas didn't trade for PJ Washington until the middle of the year. So this Dallas team right now is the best offensive team in the NBA. The best offensive team in the NBA last year was Denver, and they won the title. And so if you look at Minnesota, I like Anthony Edwards, but Anthony Edwards was only average in league efficiency. And the reason is Minnesota has 3 players who can't create their own shot with Conley, McDaniels, and Gobert. But Gobert can't shoot a 5-foot shot. Gobert destroys the spacing on the floor for Minnesota. So Minnesota was the 14th ranked offense in the NBA, and Dallas is a good defensive team. Dallas is not an elite defensive team. They wouldn't have lost 2 games to the Clippers without Kawhi if they were. But Dallas is a good defensive team. So Minnesota was the 14th ranked offense in the regular season. They're a below average offense against a good defensive team like Dallas. And Dallas is the best offensive team in the NBA with a healthy Kyrie, Luka, and the trade they made for PJ Washington. So when you look at what's happening in this series, they have to take Gobert off the court. He destroys the spacing on offense because he can't shoot worth a dick, and he can't guard anyone when they can't switch pick and rolls with Gobert because he's an elephant on ice skates when he's on the fucking perimeter. They have to play Naz Reid at the 5. Reid can guard 1 through 5. He can shoot the 3 and space the floor. And Reid can protect the Reid is obviously not the rim protector. Reid's not going to protect the paint like Gobert, but Reid can block shots too. But again, you're not winning a title with the 14th ranked offense in the NBA. Anthony Edwards was playing at an unsustainably elite level the first 2 rounds, and he's regressing to the mean now. Anthony Edwards is not an elite offensive player. He's a good offensive player who's 22. He'll probably be elite in a year or two, but he's not elite right now. So Anthony Edwards has regressed to the mean. Minnesota's the 14th ranked offense. They're a below average offense against a good defensive team. Dallas is better on both sides of the ball. It's not a complicated series.
That's not even. First of all, here's the thing. This is what a trick you be doing, Brandon. Okay, you be speaking like nonstop sentences and try to trick. Bro, you said that Naz Reid can go.
Come on, say something substantive. Don't critique my. You're critiquing my style. You got nothing to say about the substance.
I'm doing that now. You said Naz Reid can go 1 to 5. You're not slick, bro. You're not slick, bro. You said that BS. You said Naz Reid can go 1 to 5. Survey says that's a lie. That is a lie.
So wait. So who's better at guarding on the? Trudy King? Who's better at guarding on the perimeter, Reid or Gobert?
Gobert.
Yeah, it's Reid. It's Reid. Did you miss the game? Did you miss Gobert getting cooked with Utah every year? Gobert's been cooked in the playoffs every year. He got cooked by Houston twice, and Gobert got cooked by the Clippers too.
All right.
Yeah, and the other thing is Minnesota has the exact same defensive rating with Reid and Gobert at the 5.
Brandon, I'm gonna let you speak. So I'm gonna listen. I was gonna listen to this. I was just gonna let it slide, and we can go off. But I'm sorry to say to you this: we are not bringing up Utah Gobert, where Gobert is having some of the worst perimeter defenders in the league.
Right, but that Utah team was the best defensive team in the NBA in the regular season with those POA defenders.
Hello. I let you speak. I didn't speak over you. I let you speak. I'm not letting.
Well, stop saying dumb things.
Watch your fucking mouth.
Oh, that's all we're not gonna do. That's all we ain't gonna do. We're gonna respect the platform. We're gonna respect people want to.
Go ahead.
We're not going to just sit here and completely ignore the fact that outside of Royce O'Neal on that team, and unironically, remember the Clippers series where people were talking about how it was only Rudy Gobert and Rudy Gobert was getting stretched out, and it was a Terrence Mann dropping like 7 threes. Royce O'Neal was garbage in that series defensively, if you remember. He was getting by and abused as well. So it was literally Rudy Gobert and a bunch of Make-A-Wish kids on defense. I'm not blaming Rudy Gobert.
And that team was the best defensive team in the NBA in the regular season.
Because of the system that they placed, which was to
right, and that system didn't work in the playoffs because Gobert was trash on the perimeter. He got cooked by Harden and Capella twice. He got cooked again against the Clippers, and the Clippers didn't even have Kawhi, and they put Gobert in every fucking pick and roll, and they cooked him because Gobert's a fucking elephant on ice skates when he's outside of the paint.
6 games out of that series. What do you mean they didn't have Kawhi?
One second. Brandon, we're gonna bring you back up. This is a family show. You just have to limit the cursing. We love your energy, Brandon. We definitely appreciate your takes.
And all that.
Limit the profanity, brother.
Children
are watching, man.
Yeah, Rudy Gobert was carrying that Utah defense for years. Like why? Like, come on, bro.
I don't even. I'm not necessarily.
No, but my point. Wait, Vanity. Vanity. I'm going to ask you a question. So, did you know Minnesota had the exact same defensive rating with Naz Reid at the 5 as they did with Gobert at the 5? And even though Utah had bad POA defenders like Bogdanovich and Clarkson, Gobert was still trash on the perimeter. Like, one of the things Houston did with Gobert, and Dallas has done the same thing with Lively, is Houston put Gobert in the pick and rolls with Harden and Capella, and they just threw the ball over his head every single time. Gobert does not move well laterally. He doesn't move well backwards. Gobert is one of the best rim protectors in NBA history, but when you get Gobert out of the paint, he's a below average defender.
All right, can I ask you a question then?
Yeah.
You know what players were? Could you tell me the person that was initiating that pick and roll in both situations?
Are you talking about with Dallas? Which I don't know which series you're talking
You're
about.
talking about the series, both series that you're talking about where they put him in pick and roll and they just keep lobbing it to the big. Tell
Yeah,
me
that
which-
was so Dallas did that with Luka and Lively, and Houston did that with Harden
one
and
of the
Capella.
best, one of the best playmakers, and one of the best offensive players in the league. Okay, carry on. And the other one,
No, but you're missing the point, which is the reason. Okay, so Houston. Okay, you are arguing that Gobert is an elite defensive player. Okay, so Houston specifically targeted Gobert, and they didn't target him with Harden as much as they did with Capella. And Capella's not an elite offensive player. And so what Houston did was they put Gobert in these pick and rolls. They made him walk backwards. He cannot move. He moves like he moves like an elephant. And so Harden just threw the ball over Gobert's head to Capella. But the Clippers also put Gobert in pick and rolls too, and they isolated him on the perimeter. So while Utah did not have good POA defenders, Clarkson, Bogdanovich, those are not good perimeter defenders, teams specifically target Gobert in the playoffs. They isolate him, they put him on the perimeter, and they cook him. And that's exactly what Dallas is doing. You cannot beat Dallas playing drop coverage. You have to play Naz Reid, and you have to be able to switch everything without playing drop coverage. You can't do that with Gobert at the 5.
Okay, so bringing Gobert onto the perimeter to beat him is clearly the best way to beat a player that's predominantly his main value is rim protection. But
that's his only value.
All right. Anyways, the issue is that I feel like people harp on his inability to play on the perimeter too much because he's a better perimeter defender than people keep saying it. They make it seem like, bro, one move and he's cooked. Like, he's not as bad as people keep saying it, and he showed that in the Sun series. He was able to.
But the Suns weren't that good of a team.
They were that good enough as an offense.
They weren't that good of a team. Bro. The other thing is the Grayson Allen injury was a big deal too because Phoenix had no depth. But I have a simple question: Who is better? Okay, Vanity Sports. Who is better on the perimeter, Reid or Gobert?
You can call me.
Who is better on the perimeter, Reid or Gobert?
Reid or Gobert? I'm gonna be real with you. I know where you're gonna go with this. I'll say Reid, but. Go ahead.
Yeah, and that's exactly why Minnesota is better defensively with Reid at the 5 because Dallas's whole offense is built around their guards. And neither Kyrie or Luka do the majority of their scoring in the paint. Dallas is primarily a jump shooting team. So perimeter defense is everything. Gobert cannot guard on the perimeter. Minnesota is much better in this series with Reid at the 5. And it's not just because of Reid's defense. Reid's 3-point shooting spaces the floor much better for Towns and Edwards than Gobert. Gobert can't shoot a 6-foot shot. He looks like a giraffe shooting a cannon.
I need you to stop going on tangents. I need you to answer my question. How is
you didn't ask a question?
I did multiple.
Okay,
you just didn't hear me. How is Minnesota's defense predominant? Like, it starts with the guard. Like you said, I don't want to misquote you, but I believe you said something along the lines of the Minnesota's defense is based on their guards. Can you correct me if I said that?
No. That's not what I said. What I said is Dallas's offense is built around Kyrie and Luka. So the most important thing defensively against Dallas is to be able to guard Kyrie and Luka. It's to be able to guard the perimeter. So Gobert's value as a rim protector is not as strong as Reid's value to defend the perimeter. And Reid's a far better shooter than Gobert. Gobert can't shoot a 6-foot shot. So Gobert is destroying Minnesota's spacing on offense. Minnesota was only the 14th ranked offense in the regular season, in significant part because when you play Gobert at the 5, you don't have the spacing you need, and their perimeter defense is not good enough in this specific series, this specific matchup with Gobert at the 5. In this series, Minnesota's better with Reid at the 5 on both sides of the ball.
That don't make no damn sense, bro.
Okay. Well, that's not an argument.
Me and you are just gonna go in circles.
Hey, hold on, Brandon. So Brandon, we got episode 8 coming up next week, bro. Please make sure you pop up because
exactly.
You kind of.
I didn't hear what you said.
No, I was saying. So we got episode 8 next Saturday, same time, bro. Make sure you pop up. Brandon cooked a little bit, y'all. Just a little bit. Go ahead.
Naz Reid can go on 1 to 5 is cooking.
Nah, not that far.
Naz Reid can guard the 1 through 5, and he's a far better perimeter defender than Gobert. And true to King, you don't want to answer who the better perimeter defender is, Reid or Gobert.
I did answer it. I did
He
answer it
said
earlier. I
Gobert.
said
He
I
said
did.
Yeah,
Gobert.
he said Gobert. Okay, so
Yeah, well, he's wrong. All
All right, that's
right,
cool.
I'm
That's
out.
cool.
okay, you right. You made your case. Thank you,
Appreciate
Brandon.
you, Brandon.
Thank you so much,
Okay.
Brandon. You made a wonderful case.
So
We
let's
finna close it because y'all just
yeah, we
Yeah,
about to
Yeah,
yeah.
rotate,
we
I'm
about to
about
close
to
rotation.
it.
close it. But I just,
You
I
about to
just, I
close
just wanted to
it.
say
Hold on,
this.
hold on.
I
Go
just
ahead,
want to
start.
say this real quick. Once again, shout out to Brandon for bringing the energy, but not bringing the facts. He brought some facts, but not all the facts. According to NBA.com,
Like,
the top three offenses post All Star break was the Celtics, Pacers, and Nuggets. Um, the
I
last
ain't lying
15
like that.
games,
That was
the last
crazy.
last 15 games, according to NBA.com, going into the playoffs, the Mavs had the best defense. So yeah, they had elite defense. That's the point.
Wait, so
So
hold on. Are y'all saying Brandon Katz is like Dave East, like the delivery's there, but he's not saying shit?
No, don't do that. That disrespect Davies.
My bad, my
oh
bad, my
my
bad, my bad, Dave
God,
East.
All
bro.
right,
My bad,
I
Dave
ain't
East.
yo,
doing
yo,
My bad,
yo.
Dave East.
Oh
Let's
my.
not
wait,
let's not
My bad,
Brandon,
eat
you
Dave
know
East.
what?
shit on a
My
team.
bad, Dave East.
Brandon,
I'm
that.
sorry.
Brandon Kratz,
I'm gonna leave
you were
out.
saved by another Brandon
Kratz
because
is crazy.
I was gonna, I was gonna, I was gonna be so calm and so precise with this heat, but that man said something outrageous. So we're
Oh no,
just
you
gonna
did.
just get out of here. We're just
Hey,
gonna get
look,
out of here. I
hold on.
don't want to spiral again.
Let's
I
give
don't
a
want to
wait,
shout out.
spiral again.
we do got True the King and Bree Brandon. What is it? Most valuable
Oh
comment.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, true.
Oh
Most
no,
valuable
Yeah,
Oh, the
yeah,
comment.
true.
goofiest take of the. Oh, this is the goofiest take of the week. Hold up, y'all. My
Who you
fault,
going with?
y'all. Hold up.
You
Hold
How
up.
you going?
Hold up.
straight.
Hold up. Yeah,
And,
y'all
shout
definitely. I
out to
forgot about
Casual.
low
Shout out to
key.
Herm. Shout out to H from the UK. Shout out to our
Hey,
family, man.
hold up. I definitely did forgot. Listen, that's it's. I'll be there. I definitely did forgot. But shout out to the Gills Arena. Shout out to Gilbert Arena. Shout out to Gills Arena. I saw this clip, man, and yeah, it was crazy. I don't know why. Hold up, I'm gonna find it. Let me see here.
Shout out to
Let's
Moose
see.
Talk Hoops as well. So Crazy TV, Vanity Sports. Shout out to y'all.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
Shout out to y'all, man.
Oh, here we go. Boom. I got it. Let me share my screen. Let me see if I can share my screen.
Go ahead.
Let me see. Hold up. Boom.
And after that, True, I'm gonna get an MVC award out for the most
Yeah,
valuable chat member, man.
Yo.
that's what it is. I say call.
Yeah, this. Let me see where it's at. Oh yeah, this is yeah, right here. If I play it right now.
Before you go,
Eh,
True, sorry about that. Thank you guys. I'm gonna have to go. Stay safe,
Nah,
guys.
go ahead,
All right,
Jimmy.
all right, yeah, this is goofy take of the week, man. Shout out to Brandon Jennings, but I'm this is crazy. Let me go play this. Y'all, let me know if y'all can hear it or
At that
not.
draft class, right? I looked at the draft
We can hear.
class, and when I'm looking at the draft class, I'm looking at certain people that's in that draft class, and you got guys like Malik Monk. I think Malik Monk is a better player than Donovan Mitchell. Just off the fact, if you look at the stats, Malik Monk is averaging 15 points and 5 assists, and he's only getting about 26 minutes. So if he averaged 34 minutes, what the hell you think he'll be averaging in his numbers?
So let's give you the stat man.
No, I'm just saying these are the same people that's in the same class.
Give you the stat man.
And then we got Darrington Fox.
Let me give you
Same 7 years, right? Darrington Fox. I mean, no, if you go look at the numbers, if these guys are getting the same type of opportunity that he's getting, what would their numbers be?
I'm looking at the numbers right now.
That's fine. At that draft class, right? I looked at the draft class.
That take was so bad. I thought what's the dude sitting next to him? Oh my god, I cannot think of his name.
Rashad McCann. Listen,
I
the
thought
crazy thing
Rashad
is
made
though,
the take.
who would
I
have
didn't know
thought?
Brandon made the take until like yesterday. That really surprised me.
Mhm.
Brandon too smart.
Brandon Jennings. I don't know whether was your home. I don't know if Malik Monk is your homeboy or your homie or whatever, but like, dog, that was terrible. Shout out Malik Monk. We showed love with him a couple episodes ago. About him could have won $6 million a year.
Should
But
have.
we talking about dude Donovan Mitchell that's in top 15 player conversations, bro. Like Donovan Mitchell was arguably the best shooting guard in the NBA. One of the best guards. There's not a lot of guards in the NBA better than Donovan Mitchell. So you're gonna sit there and say Malik Monk, a guy that we even question can be a starting guard per se. That is a question. Can he be a starting guard on a a winning situation per se? Not necessarily a championship, but you get what I'm saying, like where he is on the Kings, right? As a lead guard, people questioning that. So saying that Malik Monk, no, he's getting the opportunity because he ain't like that, which is cool. Because listen, at the end of the day, he's a six man, so he's helping somebody out. And that being said, he's gonna get paid next year. So that was goofy take of the week, man. Brendan Jennings, hey man, you gotta do better, man. I don't know what. Listen, that was crazy.
Yeah,
And
that's
no, there's nothing in the game of basketball. He don't got better shoes than Donovan Mitchell. He don't got better jersey. There's nothing in the game of He don't even got a better locker. He probably don't got a better locker in the facility. Like he does nothing better in basketball. He wasn't a better college player. I don't go AAU, man. I don't listen. There's nothing in the game of basketball that Malik Monk do better than Donovan Mitchell.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is True the King's goofy take of the week. And listen, make sure y'all
We're
tune
gonna
in
do this every week
episode.
too, y'all.
Yeah, listen, make sure y'all tune in episode 8. And we want to give a shout out to Casual, our brother Casual, Hollywood Herm. Make sure we give a shout out to H from the UK.
Hey,
We
from
appreciate
UK.
all y'all. And so I got to give out my MVC, most valuable commenter of the day, man. And it's somebody that since I've been coming
Shout
around
out Lamont,
FYF.
man.
They've been cooking me. They've been cooking me up ever since I came around FYF, man. But I'm gonna go ahead and give it to George. George, the truth hurts, man.
George,
He's the
George.
MVC of the day, man. Most valuable commenter, man. He cooks. So shout out to you, George. But make sure y'all tune in episode 8.
George,
Hey,
George, buddy. Oh, so yeah, Rumble the Ring show tomorrow.
yes,
Rumble the
sir.
Ring show tomorrow. If y'all like professional wrestling, hey, listen, man, it's going down
Man, but that
tomorrow.
intro is fire, bro.
Yeah.
That intro is that
Hey,
intro fire,
man.
man.
Hey.
What y'all what,
So
what y'all
catch.
what y'all got this week? What
Hey,
give us a topic.
down, hold on,
Hey,
real quick, but down the line chat, just want to let y'all know, for those who did stay, for certain people who accumulate, a certain amount of, most valuable chat awards, there will be a prize. Oh yes, you will receive something.
Nah,
that's
that's
a good
But
that,
idea.
shout,
that's
Yep.
that's
shout out to the
that's
chat.
that's
Shout out to the
George's
chat.
last award though. The fix is in. We not giving that nigga not another award. George, appreciate that one. You're not getting another one, buddy. But
George getting voted for team already.
but right, I'm fatigued with voting for him. But Maria, you want to plug your channel?
Oh yes, my YouTube is Maria Knows Best. I'll be going live tomorrow to give a recap of certain things that's been going on in the sports world. TikTok Maria Knows Best. I go live on there. Definitely be going live a lot this week, and probably on the crossover TikTok page as well. So y'all should go follow that.
Maria, this was your episode, Maria. Like this is the
I
this was the
appreciate
this is
it.
the Maria episode, man. You
I
cooked
told
up,
y'all I had a lot
dominated.
for the Jemele Hill. I like Jemele Hill and I like Caitlin Clark, so I had a lot, to say about
No,
them.
That's a
salute,
fact.
salute,
That's a
salute
fact.
that. Hold on, salute
Oh,
the Lamont FYF. But go ahead though, Sturdy, get yours.
rebranding, plug your stuff, man. Man, you got the rebranding show coming soon. When the
Nah,
branding
man,
show
the
coming, bro?
rebrand coming soon. I don't know when yet, y'all. We gonna put it together though for sure. I love hip hop. I love basketball, so we're gonna try to find a way to implement both into
Okay.
one show.
Big jeans and shirts, man.
Yeah, big jeans
Say
and
no,
shirts, man.
stop.
Shout out to
Say no, say
listen,
no.
Dipset is a better group than G Unit, but we'll get into that later down the road.
That's
That's
I'm out,
nasty work.
y'all.
That's nasty work. We out.
Say,
We out on that
no.
note. But now go ahead.
Hey,
True,
True to
plug your channel.
KTV. Yeah, True to KTV, just like on the name here, just TRUDAKING TV. Most likely gonna go live after this game. So
Okay.
hey, so stay tuned, man. Oh, it's like I said, Roman Reigns show tomorrow. Yeah,
What
more
time?
things to
What
come,
time?
man.
What time?
5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. Rumble the Ring show,
Okay.
5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So hey,
Okay.
if y'all love wrestling, hey man, it's going down, man.
Man, salute to y'all though, man. Appreciate y'all
Yeah,
coming
man.
out.
Peace.
We out.
I
Go
just
go
want to
ahead.
leave on
Yes,
this
sir.
note. Um, he's coming for you, Mario. He's coming for you.
Oh man, not
That's all.
John
That's
Wick.
all we got.
Not
That's
John Wick.
wild. That's
John Wick
messy,
with the
man.
gunners. John Wick with the gunners
John
too
Wick.
soon.
Yeah,
John Wick.
he'll be back soon, taking over the league, controlling it. So
Oh,
I'm I'm ready for
Bet.
it.